Hi guys, how you doing? Oh, I didn't realize I was late there. Yeah, time got away from me. Welcome guys. I've been planning this little flight for a while, but I never got round to it. Never was able to. So let's do it now. When I did originally plan to fly from Wichita, which is a very small airport, as you can see, there's not much to it. I think it's just a regional one. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's definitely not international. My plan was to fly out of here because it was, at the time, it was raining and it was overcast, as you can tell maybe from the thumbnail. But a bit later on now, we are not raining anymore. Another thing is Miami is, well, it's a little bit of a distance away, but I'm going to be using time compression during the cruise phase, so it's not going to be that long. So we're using the slightly longer 321 today as opposed to the 320. I have my WinWings MCDU connected up. There's nothing on the screen at the moment, but that's because I haven't got anything. The plane is switched off, so I hope I can get through this one. I'm not good today. Different reasons. Right. Yeah, so back to this. The big, I keep wanting to swear, the big effing update, but it's not. It's the big Phoenix update. And there's been a little tweak, I think. Didn't they update it after that as well? Tweak a couple of things. I think it's had a couple of little tweaks since then. I think there's been another change to engine sounds. I'm not hearing any clicking. Yeah, that's not rotating. Is this one? No, because normally you hear a clicking of it. So we're going to go and check some systems underneath the plane here before we get underway. Why not? Oh, there's one thing I wanted to check. Are those LED lights on these things? No, is it just a pattern? Sorry, it just caught my eye earlier. Right. So yeah. Right. I guess we need to get on board then and just put the batteries and stuff on, get the plane powered up so we can open some of these panels. Because if we don't, then what will happen is when we open certain panels and levers, you can't close them again because there's no hydraulic power. And, you know, you'd be screwed. Hello, Andy K. How are you doing, sir? Welcome. It seems I'm a viewer repellent at the moment. I'm not very good at attracting viewers anymore. Don't worry, elite will come. Elite will come. I just need to be in the mood. Do you know, I had zero idea. I had no idea the other day that my Le Mans live stream lasted 7 hours. What? That didn't even feel like 7. I was surprised. I didn't even know until I shut the stream off. That was crazy. 7, it felt like, I don't know, 3.5, 4 hours it felt like. And the reason it's not listed on my thing, I haven't deleted it. It's just, I haven't, it's just, I was ranting too much. Oh, anyway, it turns out that I've been watching like Jardier drive the thing as well, and it's, yeah, he was having the same issues as me. Spinning the car, locking it up, particularly in the rain apparently. Those new cars in the rain, the upshot is that they'll just spin on a, you know, without, there's nothing you can do about it. They'll just, every now and again, they'll just lose traction and spin. And it is an issue that has been acknowledged by the devs, and they are working on a fix. So, hopefully, Right, let's put my jacket back on the coat hanger, and what we'll do is we'll get this thing powered up. Ooh, my display on my MCU is now gone black, like really off. Let's see if it comes on now as we turn the batteries on. Yes, it's powering. It's powering. Yep, all the lights are coming on. There we go. Oh, that is so cool. Right, so I want to also enable the yellow. See, you've got the green, blue, yellow hydraulic systems. We need to enable the yellow hydraulics for now. Otherwise, we won't be able to. Oops. We won't be able to enable some things. Right, so let's get the nav light on and the strobe light on and the seat belts and no smoking signs on. Let's arm the emergency exits. And no, we don't need to do that right now. Okay, this is just cycling through its thing, what it needs to do. No livestock. Yeah, you can't bring cows on board. That's not allowed. Right, so the hydraulic PTU. Hydraulic PTU. I'm going to say that means hydraulic pump turned. Oh no, that doesn't work. Pump turned up on. No, I don't know what it means. But anyway, it's the hydraulic pump. Right, we've got my co-pilot today. Apparently, you can. There's a program you can get. I think you have to get 2 programs from FS2 Crew. One is called Copilot, I think, and the other one is no. Is it called? Well, there's one for a Copilot and there's one for animated Copilot, where you will see them literally do. You know, they'll animate the arms and everything, and they'll work the buttons and the switches that they need to do. How cool is that? Might have to have a look into that one. Okay, so we're on main power, and let's get this on. And we want to go to ground services. So that door's open. We haven't opened the back door. I did notice that actually. Normally the back door gets opened as well, but I haven't even done the flight plan yet, guys. We'll do that on screen in a minute. Right. Right, Tom? Oh, it's got noisy. And now, the way you know that the yellow fuel pump is on is you'll hear the sound of a barking dog. Back here. You hear it? Now, where's my little hatchway? Is it this one? Yeah. Now, if you open this door, let me see if I can. You can pull this handle down. I can't remember what it does actually. Is it? Oh yeah, it's this big thing here. Right. So if you pull this down. Now, if you don't have the yellow fuel pump back on, if you don't have it on, sorry, you can't put this handle. Right, you won't be able to pull this handle back up again, and you will not be able to close this panel, and you will not be able to close this panel either. But this is just for the captain to, or whoever, to inspect pre-flight. And you'll notice on here that we get a little widget. Icon has changed here, not a widget. Use the right terminology, Rusty. Little widget there which enables us to close the handle. And you will not get that if you don't have the yellow pump turned on. So you will not be able to close this. And this just lets us examine everything. Now, I don't think the captain would be a plane engineer and he wouldn't be able to see or know. I don't know. Are they trained in those things to spot stuff like this? I don't think so. So, I'm hoping this is going to close that back up again. See, now it works on hydraulics, you see. There you go. And we can close that back up. The other thing that requires the hydraulics to be on is these cargo doors, without which you can't have them. The same at the front. And we have a little panel here, which we can open. Oh, that is noisy, isn't it, though? And now, oh, wait a minute, we can't open it until we flick it open. There it is. Can't get close enough to it. Okay, so now that's just opened itself, and now this handle can do the rest. And again, hydraulic yellow you need for this. I don't normally go through this pre-flight inspection, but I'm going to this time just because I haven't done it for a little while. And that's where all your cargo is going to go. And I like how the Airbus has got special, what do you call them, containers, I guess, for the cargo. We'll probably see those a bit later. And now to close, let's see if we can get it in view here. There we go. Now this will not close the door all the way, it will only close it to the drop point. And then you have to close manually. Oh, it did, yeah, it did close it all the way. Okay, so it does close it all the way, but if I don't lock it within a certain amount of time, we will lose hydraulic pressure and it will flip open again. So let's get it properly locked in. There you go. Right, so the only other thing I want to check right now is the fuel. I could fill the fuel from here, but I don't know how much we're going to need, so we're going to have to flight plan for that first. So currently there's 3.31 tons of fuel in each wing. Is that the hydraulic pressure just dropping? We could open this and then just arm it, and then we can open this and fuel. We can add fuel from here if we wanted to right now. But I think I'll have the fuel truck do it. Right, we can do the same with this front panel as we did with the back one if we wanted to. And then also we can we can pull the main power out. Let's not do that. All right. I think that's it. Oh, there is back stairs, but is the door... Oh, the door's closed. All right. The passengers will have no choice but to come on board via the stairs today. Okay, I've got my little high-vis jacket on, so we hang it up here. It should be there now. Yeah, it is. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. Alright, coolie. So, we can turn off the yellow electric pump now. We don't need that. So, while we've been doing that, I think the navigation system, the GPS, should now be aligned. So, we don't have to wait for that. Alright, should we do a flight plan? It would help. Let's do that. Okay, let me just bring a window out here. And let's go to sim brief. I'll stick it up on screen so you guys can see what's going on. Let's dispatch flight plan. And then go to new flight. Alright, now let me just get the window up on the screen for you guys. That one. Yeah, that's it. I think so. All right, so we are flying Delta Airlines, which I believe is just Dell. I'm going to just do a quick find out and see. Delta Airlines ICAO. Oh, it's not Dell. Okay. Delta Airlines ICAO is DAL. Oh, good thing I checked then. You see, if I put the correct one in for that airline, it will, let me see if I can just help you guys out here. Hold on. Ah, go away. Okay. So if I put the right one in, then it'll actually call my flight Delta 267. We're departing from KICT. We're arriving in KMIA, Miami. Aircraft. You can't see the list, unfortunately, but there's one here that says A321 200. And we're using the Phoenix Simulations A321 CFM. Is it Sharklets? Oh. I don't know what wings we're using. Hold on. Let me just check. I don't know what wings we've got, guys. Honestly, it's either the shark wings or the normal ones. I have no idea. Sharks. Okay. I honestly didn't know. I couldn't remember. Because this was a plane that was selected like a couple of weeks ago. Right, so this flight is definitely like a box of Sharklets. So, Phoenix Simulation A321 Sharklet. There we go, SL. There's obviously an airframe difference somehow. I don't know. I wouldn't think there would be, but there you go. Right, everything else I think we can leave. The scheduled block time is 3 hours and 5 minutes. As I said, we're not going to be doing all of that time because I'm going to be hopefully using time compression once we reach cruise. And so we will be doing the cruise phase fairly quickly. And as you can see, we're flying from here in Wichita, Dwight Eisenhower, Eisenhower National Airport. And we're going to be flying through Memphis, just grazing Atlanta, into Florida, and down into Miami International Airport. That's the route. That's it. Okay, so this is our SID, and this is our star. Wow, there's not a lot of... Obviously, there's waypoints going to be put in between these. But okay. So Burden and Frog Z4 is our SID and star. Fair enough. All right, so let's click on Generate Flight. Plan. And we have a air time of 2 hours and 39 minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to be 2 hours 39 minutes in the air, I promise. Okay, so DAL 2627, 35,000 feet we've been put at. Cruise profile is 30. Fuel on board will be 11.7 tons, 3 tons of baggage, and nearly 200 passengers, 198 passengers. And there's the full route. Oh, okay, so this isn't a SID? This isn't a SID then? Because it's saying direct burden. Normally, if it was a SID, it would go before. Right? Doesn't matter, as long as we've got a star there. Okay, 19 right is the runway we're expected to take off on. And we're expected to land on runway 9 in Miami. That's the plan. Maybe Beyond ATC has different plans for us. Okay, so now that we've got that, we can now go to Beyond ATC and load up that flight plan, and then it will populate the other planes at this airport, if there are any. Yeah. So let's do that. Just had an update on this as well, beyond ATC. So it's loading in, and then we should, if there are any, get some more planes appearing. Because I feel quite lonely in the world at the moment. Yeah, I think these are just like shark fins, aren't they? Meant to be looking like shark fins. That's why they're called shark wings. But the other ones are just, there's a little bit. The other normal wings have got a little bit sticking up and a little bit sticking down. David Pittman, hey David, 070707, welcome. All right, we have another aircraft, and it's another Delta, and it looks like a very much smaller one. Is that like a little private jet thing, or is it in between, like a regional plane? And we have an American Eagle. That looks like a CRJ plane, which, yeah, the CRJs that I have for Flight Sim 2020, they don't seem to want to load into this sim. And I was actually trying out earlier Sim Update 4 Beta to see, because apparently the new Sim Update 4 that's going to come out, it's in beta at the moment, has got much better night lighting. And what that means is when you're flying and you're looking down at the lights on the cities and stuff, it looks much more betterer, basically. Judging by the screenshots I've seen, it does look very good, but when I tested it here, I couldn't really see a difference, but maybe that's just, I didn't have anything to compare it to. But yeah, it looks good anyway. But yeah. Alright, so I'm not going to tune into the ATIS frequency quite yet, because I'm certainly not ready for that. Now, are we going to try this thing? We need to go to Atsu then, initialize the flight. I have to try and remember this, because I'm a bit rusty. Right, flight in it then, and the flight number is DA. Oh, what am I doing? I keep clicking this freaking thing, I don't need to. It's so much force a habit though. 2627. And we are departing from Wichita. Isn't there a linesman in Wichita? And we are going to Miami alternate airport. Ooh, good question. Alternate airport is Kemlb, so KMLB, and estimated time en route is 2 hours 39, so 0239. And then just send that. And I think that's it. I don't think that's going to make this display light up quite yet. I think we have to get the pushback stuff first, don't we? We have to do, just before we get to pushback, we have to put the next bit in. I bet you I'll forget to do it. Remind me, guys. Hey, Von Doodle, remind me before pushback to do the, how would you say it? Just say do the thing, Rusty. And I'll know what it is. It's this. It's CP, is it CPDLC? Something like this. Yeah, it's basically communication between myself and traffic control, but without voice. It's text based. Okay, so we've done that. So let's go back to the main menu and go to FMGC, which is our main aeroplane stuff thing. We do have, it looks like, yeah, we do have the correct AIRAC cycle. It's 4th of September to the 1st of October, so that's correct. Let's clear the scratch, and now we can go to init and init request, which will bring the Simbury flight plan over. We'll see if we can do GSX loading and everything. See what we can do all of that. Flight number is Delta Airline 2627. I don't think it's wings, but a company has just brought out a new panel for this Airbus. There's an overhead. It's not, all the buttons are not there, but all the important ones are. All of this. There's a new one of these. I think it's $340 or something like that. But it doesn't contain all of these buttons. You've got the fire checks and the navs, and you've got the lights and everything, but some buttons are missing. But all the ones I think you use in your flight sim are all there, I believe. I think so. Yeah, I've only seen it because I've seen a couple of flight sim channels reviewing it. And you can also get this as well. I can't remember what this is called now. But yeah, the autopilot panel. I can't remember there's 3 letters for it, but I don't remember. But yeah, you can get this as well. You can probably get the entire... You can get these. You can get the throttle console, which also brings the slats and the flaps as well, and the engine. It basically brings this section right here, and the parking brake. It brings all of that section, and you just clamp it onto your table, and you've got your little MCDU next to you as well. It'd provide quite the experience, wouldn't it? Especially if you've got a proper rig to set it up with. Anyway, cost index I think is 30, and the cruising altitude we already established is 350,000 million feet. 35,000. Alright, so let's click on wind and bring the wind in so that we've got the climb winds. It's amazing, isn't it, that you tell the plane what the wind is like at certain altitudes, so it knows how to keep its autopilot adjusted. It's so freaking clever. Anyway. Right, I'm staring at the SimBrief screen here, and I don't want to be. Alright, so let's clear the scratch pad again and go into the flight plan. Now, while we're doing that, how about getting the passengers boarded? Is that a good time? No, I think we do the flight plan first, because when I come to do the bit after the flight plan, that's when we start. Although I could load the aircraft and then do the center MCDU later, couldn't I? I could do that. Okay, so let's go here and we import the flight first. There we go. And now if we go to mass balance, it should have the 198 passengers, then nearly 3 tons of baggage, luggage, cargo, whatever, and 11.7 tons of hold. So load the aircraft with fuel and passengers and cargo is basically what it's going to say here. So load, and let's do GSX boarding and refueling. Real time, it'll take 23 minutes. So GSX boarding and refueling. That real time 23 minutes is without GSX, by the way. Now, these weights and measures and things are not loaded on the plane yet. We need to send them to the MCDU, but we'll do that in a second. What? Oh, fuel on board below 3 tons. Okay, well, don't worry about that. That's going to change. Right, what's the camera for this? There we go. All right, so let's go into KICT, go to departure. And we want to be departing. Let me just get my SimBrief. Flat plane up. Stuggity boom boom. Right, 19 right, which is this one. No SIDS. There are no standard instrument departures outside of this airport. Okay, so there's burden. It has put burden in there, and we have to fly to it manually. which is okay. Right, so KMIA, we're arriving at, what was it again? Frog Z4. Yeah, so we're coming in on runway 09 ILS, hopefully, using Frog. Where's the Frog? There it is. And any transitions, a Cori is the transition. There it is on the first one on the right.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
And insert. Okay, there's our flight plan. We do have that discontinuity though, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. We'll sort that out in a minute. I'm not going to run through the flight plan on the screen yet until I've got the performance figures in. What's happening out here? Ooh, Texaco. And of course, because it's just a frickin' big truck, they can't load the baggage. Yeah, they can't load the bags. They could do the front one though. And where's the bus? Where's the bus for the to bring the passengers? Are we waiting for the fuel to be put in first? It is going up, right? Yeah. Yeah, it is. All right. Okay, so we have a company message. We may as well go to that now. So Atsu and AOC and received messages. I thought one of these messages might be the acceptance of the flight initialization that we just did at the start, but it's not actually there. But that's okay. Right. Okay, I was wondering what the hell am I looking at this screen for? It's this one. There we go. All right, so now we've got this. We can put this in manually, or we can just click send to MCDU. And there it is. So how much extra fuel do we have in case we can't land in Miami? Not enough. That's because it hasn't finished fueling yet, you see. And that's why I shouldn't have pressed this. We have to do this again now, the mass and balance. Because these aren't the right figures, because we don't have the right amount of fuel in, so we have to wait for the fuel. We have to wait for the fuel. This is a big truck. We don't normally get one this big. So we'll just let it go through its thing and fill us up. So how are you guys doing anyway? You all okay? You'll be doing better than me, I'm sure. Boy, oh boy, I'm going through it. What do you think the bill's going to be? Considering the amount of fuel for a 3-hour flight, I'm going to say, oh, I can't remember. What is it normally? About maybe $3,000? $2,870. That's my guess. $2,870 is my guess. How close are we to full? Have I got time to go out? I do. Captain shouldn't be leaving his seat, but I'm going to. See if I can chat to this guy, get a discount. It's a Volvo. Yeah. All right, mate. 10% off for... There is actually no scientific evidence at all to link mobile phones. You know, they say don't use the mobile phone in a petrol station. No evidence that they cause any issues at all. I think there's this talk about, in case there's a spark, you know, because obviously fuel vapor is where the issue is. But I don't know, when was the last time your mobile phone was sparking? It's got a rusty fuel tank, that doesn't bode well. Come on, Texaco, get yourself in order. You need a new fuel tank there. So US gallons are going in. Does any of these gauges work? I don't think so, right? That'd be cool if it did, though. I wonder if I can open that panel underneath the plane. How much would need to go in, though, if it's going to be like 12, well, nearly 12. It's nearly 12 plus... No, it's 12, 11.7. So divide that by 2. I can't be bothered, I'm just going to say 6. So it'll be just under 6 each side. So there's a little ways to go yet. 11,723, wasn't it? Divided 11,723 divided by 2, and then you'll move your decimal point along a little bit, and you'll get what should be on each side. That's what you should get. What I like is that it's totaling it up on this one here, 8.8. I think this is going to have to go, because it's 11.7 something. This should go up. This should finish at 11.8. I think that they'd rather put a little bit extra in. So yeah, I think 11.8 is where we're going to end up personally. I don't think they're going to underfuel us by 27, 23, 27 kilos, whatever it is. Not that it's going to be critical, but I don't think they'll ever underfuel the plane. Rather stick a tiny bit more in. Go to the next decimal place. So yeah, I'm going to say 11.8. Actually, it does say there, pre-selected 11.7. I'm staring it right in the face. Oh, okay, I see why. Because it only goes up to 11.8 if the fuel would be more than 11. Is it 50 or 500? 50, yeah. So as it's 11.723, it's under 50, it's 23, then it stays registered as 7, even though the 23 is in there. And if it's 50 or above, then it would be registered as 11.8. See what I mean? Yeah. But they're not going to short changes on the fuel. We will get the full fuel in. Okay, that makes sense. And they've got the right switch opened as well. Does it all for you. That's kind of cool. Right, so just before it reaches 11.7, we'll go and see how much it is. What did I say it was? $2,800? It's probably going to be a bit more. I don't know why they can't load. Is there some protocol that you can't load passengers while the plane's being fueled? Is that a thing? I suppose it must be, right? Right, where are we? So yeah, so this will finish showing 11.7, but up here we will have the correct amount. Whatever 11.723 is divided by 2. I don't know. $5.8615, 5.816. So 5.82 then? Yeah, there we go. Right. Price. Am I going to get there in time? How much? 6. Is that, how many 6s is that? It's going too quickly. Is that 4? What? That's 4, isn't it? It is. 6,666. That's a devil of a bill, man. Come on. That is 4, isn't it? 4 6s. It's going too quick. Dude, you're ripping me off, man. $6,600. Are you kidding? Jesus Christ. That's... Okay. Get out the way of that guy. That is pricey, man. Okay, I was way off with the fuel price. I don't know what I was thinking. Right, so now the baggage is going on. Okay, lovely. When are the people coming in? Okay, so now we can send the correct weights to the MCDU. Send it again. That's better. Full fuel now. Ooh, they put a bit extra in, 11,740. Is that a little bit extra above? Yeah, 11,734, that's what it is, yeah. So they've just topped it up to the nearest 0. And we've got an extra hour of flying time if we need it. No, sorry, I'm wrong. An extra ton of fuel, which gives us 30 minutes of flying time, should we need it. All right, lovely jubbly. That's the weights in. The computer knows the weight of the plane, and everything is good. Right, let's get the performance figures now. And for that, we go to departure performance. And we're supposed to be taking off on 19 right. It is dry. Flap config, we want it to be optimal, whatever that is. We are not going to force the toga. We do not need anti-ice because it's nice and warm. What is the weather, by the way? Okay, let's do this again. Hello. Okay. It's not syncing with the weather. What the hell? Oh. Is that... Oh dear. What's going on, guys? The weather system's not working. Okay, we'll have to find a way around this then. Which we can, don't worry. We can. Alright. Packs on, anti-ice on. I think it's definitely going to be over 10 degrees centigrade outside, so we don't need the anti-ice. So we need to find out the wind, the temperature, and the QNH, if it lets me put it in. QNH I can find out from the ATIS, and also I can find out the temperature as well. So let's tune into the ATIS and see what it has to say for itself. There are other ways to find out as well. I don't know whether we can do it off the tablet. I'm actually not sure. But I've got an app on my phone I could use to find out the weather right now. It's not going to tell me here. It should tell me on my flight plan as well, though. Let's have a look at my flight plan. So briefing. In fact, let's use the ATIS. Why not? It's good to use that while we have it.
8 Zulu, wind 205 at 7, visibility 10, sky condition clear, temperature 27, 2.14,
Wow.
29 or 6, landing and departing runway 0.
It is hot here.
01 right, advise on initial contact, you have information Victor.
Victor, okay. QNH, please.
Return to White D. Eisen, Howard National Airport information Victor, 1808 Zulu, wind 205 at 7, visibility 10, Sky condition clear.
I missed it.
Temperature 27, dew point 14, altimeter 29 or 6, landing and departing runway 01 left, 01 right. Advise on initial contact. You have information Victor.
Wind.
Wichita Dwight D. Eisen. Our National Airport Information Victor 1808 Zulu. Wind 205 at 7, visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 27, dew point 14.
Okay.
Altimeter 29 or 6, landing and departing runway 01.
Information Victor, wasn't it?
Advise on initial contact. You have information Victor.
Wow, okay. So, we got that in then. So, winds at 205 at 7 knots, temperature 27 degrees, that's nice and warm. And 2996 on this, which is translated to 1100, but it's 2996. So, calculate that. And flaps 2 takeoff, and then send that to the MCDU. Alright, hopefully that's all good. Transition altitude is correct, obviously, because it's the US. And 29906, let's see if it says it up here. Where is it that we used to be able to get our weather information? It's not here, is it? It's quite different in 2024. You used to be able to, you could get it off the tablet though. I can certainly get it off my flight plan. Let me just have a look down at the weather on my flight plan. Weights, flight log, wind information. That's not going to help us because that's in the air. Just pop up. Two 906. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. So let's adjust then. So we don't work in hectopascals in the US. We work in inches. So 29906. And also here. Oops, it was already set correctly. All right. That's it. Right, so our call sign today is Delta 2627 with information Victor, right? Yeah. Wichita clearance, this is Delta 2627 with information Victor, requesting IFR clearance. I should have said to Miami International. Never mind. They know where we're going.
Delta 2627.
Oof.
Clearance. Thanks for information, Victor. Cleared to Miami.
Darth Vader's wife.
Then is filed, maintain 5,000 feet. Expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 134.85, squawk 5042.
I'm not saying all that back. Roger, departure frequency 134 Delta 8. Wow. Never mind. Delta. Decimal, I was going to say.
Negative. Radar vectors burden. Then is filed. Maintain 5.
Yeah, I know.
Departure frequency 134.85 and squawk 5042.
Roger, expect vectors burden, then as filed, maintain 5,000 feet, departure frequency 134. Decimal 85 and squawk 5042, Delta 2627. I'm not quite the pilot, but it'll work. Negative. Is she happy?
Delta 20.
Yeah.
627. Read back correct. Contact ground 121.9 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Roger, we'll contact ground on 121.9 when ready for pushback. Delta 2627. Right, so the squawk was 5042. Let's clear this. And let's put it on now. Probably don't need to, but yeah. I can't see because the sun's in the way here. Is that standby in the middle? Ah, no, okay. So it's standby, auto, and on. I'm just going to leave it onto auto then. Alright, cool. Bloody hell. Yeah, it was a mouthful. I know, sometimes I get my my co-pilots to say that at the beginning, because it is a lot to say. What's happening outside, by the way?
80. To contact Wichita Tower 118.2.
How come we haven't had passengers coming over?
118.2 Delta 3, 82.
I have no idea what's going on with the loading. But it doesn't matter, the plane's got its weight on anyway, so it's fine. Alright, so we've done the performance, right? So if we go back to the flight plan, it should have all of the numbers, and it does. And now we can just have a look through the flight plan. We do have a discontinuity right at the start, but let's see where burden is. Oh, it's straight ahead then, is it? Hold on. No, it's not. Okay. So what... Right, hold on. Where's burden? There it is. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just fly out. We'll do an initial climb. And then when we engage the autopilot, I'll just have it fly straight to burden. I'm not quite sure what the heading is. Apparently it's going to take 6 minutes to get to it, but I don't know what heading burden is on, but it looks like if we go out, it's 90. There's 180, so I don't know, 100, heading 100 maybe. We can, yeah. So we can probably change it to, if we head the plane into 100, it'll be roughly there, and then we can switch it to autopilot. We should be all right. Marty, hey man, did you get my question, Marty? About if you were the guy that worked with somebody on something, because I saw that your name come up, but I know that Marty McFly is from Back to the Future, so maybe somebody else has got the name. Good evening, Rusty. Hello, Marty. Looking forward to 14 nights in the Caribbean. Man, you're never home. That's nice, man. 14 nights and days, obviously. Just hope Heathrow gate services are working okay and ATC isn't handled by Beyond ATC. Well, yeah. Beyond ATC is not too bad. Ah, you never did? No, Discord, I don't think it was. I think I sent it to you on YouTube. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, your name came up on a product. I think it was to do with sim racing, if I'm not mistaken. And it said, written by Marty McFly and some other dude. And I thought, oh, I wonder if that's you. Right, anyway, let's go through the flight plan. So we're in plan mode, yes we are. And let's have a quick step through. So it's from burden we need to be. There we go. So as long as the rest is all connected up, Rusty's happy chappy. Okay. Come on. I'm hearing children. See, they're outside my door, or people are getting on board. And I don't see anybody getting on board. I don't know what's going on. Let's close this door. And let's lock it. I don't know which way is. No. It's that way then. It doesn't make any click sounds or anything, so I don't know whether it really does that or not. Right, anyway, I'm going to do the rest with my fingers here. So let's go through. And that's a nice straight in. That is nice. And there's the descent point right in the middle there. So it looks like we've got a fair amount of time to get the plane slowed down while we're still heading towards the runway. That's nice. That looks like a nice entry in. Alright, so the only thing we have to do then is get the plane to the burden thing. I could take away that discontinuity and connect it up, but then it wouldn't really work, because then you'd have a line that goes from there just to there, and the plane's not going to be able to turn like that. It would have to bend. So what we're going to have to do is take off, and then we'll be turning maybe here, and then reconnecting back up with burden. Something like that. Alright, so I think we're all done. Yeah, I think the kid noises I'm hearing is outside, because he is noisy. Right, we'll get the beacon light on now. The wing light, I always used to put that on, but now I realise that you don't need to do it. The wing light is just like at night or something, or if you're flying at night and you need a light along the leading edge of the wing to see if there's any ice forming or such things like this. So yeah, I know now not to leave that on. Right, everything else on. We've got APU and start. Okay, so we'll just get the bum heated up on the plane. Just see that starting up, and then we'll go and do the pre-pushback message system thingy, if I can remember how to do it. Alright, lovely. I noticed how they've left the cargo doors open. That's nice of them. That's points off for service, and the stairs are still there. I don't know why the passengers haven't arrived with their little buses. Request deboarding. Board passengers now. Boarding passengers.
Bus is coming.
What? Ooh, gee, I thought I just broke something. The passengers' bus is coming now? What, were they triggered by the APU? Oh god, it's going to take ages to get these little buggers on board now. And with the APU fired up, we're going to be using fuel. Where's the bus? Right, each bus carries 90 people, and there's 200. It's going to need 3 buses. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can't we have 2 come in? You're not getting 90 people on that thing. Where's the proper bus? What the hell? The door's closed? No, it's not. It's open. One left is open. This is one left. 2 left. 3 left. And at the back we have 4 left. Okay. Well, it's 90 people per bus, but that's an ice cream van, for God's sake. He did some flight sim programs with sound packs. Ah, okay. Maybe it was that then. Yeah, no, I don't remember. So it must be the starting up of the APU that triggered the passengers. Or was it me switching on the beacon light? Yeah, it might be the beacon light, actually. But the beacon light is... It can't be that, because you put that on when you... Just before you... about to start. It's a warning, basically, to everybody that the engines are about to start and get the hell out the way. Where's everybody else? That was not 90 people. Don't tell me the bus is bringing 10 people at a time. And are they going to disappear when they sit down? Because this is a bug. This is a long plane, guys. It's fairly sizable. Are people going to disappear? Yeah, I don't know. I can't fix this bug. People are just not staying there. Oh, we must... This is ridiculous. We're going to burn through so much fuel. Help. I can't get into my seat. Oh, we have a proper bus. Come on then, stop arsing around. Okay, so there should at least be 90 people getting up this thing. As we burn through some fuel. Right, so we've got an initial climb out of 5,000 feet, and then in 10 minutes we're expecting to get the call to go up to the cruising altitude. Oh my god. Okay, this is all synchronized with GSX, so clearly there was something I needed to do to what's the word, trigger the passengers arriving. I'll have to find out what it is, because I actually don't know. It might have been just the beacon light, to be fair. But anyway, once the passengers are loaded, the next thing we do is we're going to get pushback. So as that is the next stage, what we'll do is we'll go into here, go into Atsu and the AOC menu, and let's see if we can get the... Now, is it ATC rec? Let's click it and see. Yes, pre-departure clearance. There you go. All right, so gate number 35. Is it? Yep, parking 35. Okay, so gate number 35. ATIS ID is V. I don't think it's changed. It was information Victor. If it changes to whiskey, it would have come on the radio and told us, I think. So I think it is Victor. Shall we check? Shall we check, guys? Actually, where are we? Okay, we're on ground. Okay, let's go to 80s.
29906, landing and departing runway 01 left, 01 right, advise on initial contact. You have information Victor.
It is Victor. She's given us a different departure.
Our national airport information Victor, 1808 Zulu, wind 205.
We don't have the runway that we wanted.
Sky condition clear, temperature 27, dew point 14, altimeter 29906.
Shit.
Landing and departing runway 01 left, 01 right, advise on initial contact. You have information Victor.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We are not departing on runway 19 right. 01 left, 01 right is the only runways we can go out on. I wonder if they can tell us what it's going to be, if I ask them. Wichita ground, this is Delta 2627. Can you tell us what our departing runway is going to be?
Wichita ground, Delta 2627. Your departure runway will be 01 left.
Oh, okay. So that means I've got to redo the flight plan. Fuck! It shouldn't affect anything else, like fuel and stuff. It shouldn't do that. But it does mean I now need to change the flight plan. Okay, so how do we do it? Well, go to edit flight. But this means I've got to relaunch beyond ATC, and oh no, I don't, because it's going to give me the right one, isn't it? Yeah, it's just that at the beginning of beyond ATC you load your flight plan in, And obviously mine's different. So my departure runway is going to be 01 left. And do you want to select new seats and stars? You bet your frickin' ass I do. Okay, generate. Jesus. Right, what do we have now? It's the same. Okay, so burden out. Okay, it's the same, just a different runway. And then landing at Miami 09. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. The plane will take care of this. So all we have to do then, I'm going to just cancel this for the moment. Let's go into flight plan. Oh, actually I can't go into the flight plan. I need to come out of here. Go to main menu, FMGC, flight plan, and we need to depart from 01 left now. And insert that. Check the takeoff data. Yeah, I know. So how are we going to manage this then? I go to Phoenix. I go to re-import from SimBrief. I don't think it's going to change. It's not going to change the mass balance or any of this stuff. That's fine. But it'll change the performance here because the runway length might be different or what have you. So we're going to have to change that. So I can't sync the load sheet now. What the oh God.
Passengers boarding starting.
Why doesn't this allow? We're 20 minutes late, but I don't care. So because I've been outside doing a walk around. It did close those doors. Yeah, what the hell, right? What the hell's going on now? Okay, that's updated. That's all right. I could change this time, you know, so that we're not late. Let me just change the time. Hold on. So 18, and we're 19, so we're 21 minutes out according to this. So we need to be on the zeros. So if I change that to 1900 hours. And then apply that and generate that. I hate it when they do a different runway. It's annoying. I'd rather have a different departure runway though than a different landing runway. Okay, so if I re-import that should go green. No? It has to. There we go. We've got 18 minutes to go. Alright, so now ground services. Cool. Mass and balance. Nothing's changed there. 156 people have boarded. Okay. That's all okay. Right, fine. So now, departure. Let me just change this to 2. It won't sync with the load sheet again. What about reset? Oh, shit. Isn't it? You would think that all of this would have been reset the moment I reloaded the flight plan. When you do a re-import here, surely the departure, see, it's picked that up again fresh, but it won't let me do this now. I don't know what my takeoff weight is. Alright, doesn't matter then. We'll just have to run the plane down the runway based on the other runway. I ain't doing this again. We should be fine anyway. Yep, not going to let it bother me. Now, where does this put us then? Burden is at 90, 100, 110, 115, 118. 118, that's the heading we need to go on. And the runway is going out. Oh, it's not that bad. Well, okay, we're just going to go out through there.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Okay, right, let's get to this. Oh boy. I'm not going to even entertain pushback at the present time. I want to get this done.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Don't you dare push me yet. Actually, she can't. I've got the brakes on. So, there you go. Alright, let's send that. And we should, in a minute or so, get some information on the screen here.
Locking gear.
Okay. So, we are ready for pushback, actually. So, let's get the APU bleed switched on. Taxi lights can go on in a moment. What else? Anything? Nah, we're good. We're good. I just made Beyond ATC full screen, and that was actually quite scary. Oh, it says that we've been rejected. Request rejected, already cleared. Really? I don't know which way we're turning yet. I'll find out. Wichita ground, this is Delta 2627 requesting push and start.
Delta 20, 627, Wichita ground, push back and engine start approved, face south.
Face south. Okay. I have no idea which way we're facing. Roger, push back face south, Delta 267, thank you. Okay, we are kind of facing a little bit southeasterly. So in order to go south-south, we need to be nose right. So let's go up to GSX again. Continue pushback. And nose right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, as soon as I asked so nicely.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Good old Will. We should have got those. Is that okay? The stairs are out. They cleared the wing, didn't it? Just about. All right. Right. Let's start the engines up. Okay. Engine number 2. It's a burden flying to burden. I could put the heading for burden in here, couldn't I? I could put it in there manually. What did I say? It was about 118, 119 degrees, the heading. I could do it manually, but I don't think I need to. I'll just do a standard climb out and then we'll just switch it over to thingy. This is bothering me that we didn't get this. I don't like that.
Awaiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Yeah, well, you'll get that when we get a good engine start. Let's go to messages. Pre-departure clearance. Yeah. I've only asked for it once and then they said they'd already received it, so I really don't know how that's managing to work, but there you go. Right, I'm having to move my MCDU out of the way now because I need throttle. Right, so as soon as we get an available on here, we'll have a good engine start. And yep, I've got to do that as well. There it is. Okay, we have good engines. I hope.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Right, parking brake on, nose wheel steering disconnected, APU bleeds, seatbelts, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Right, APU. We don't need that anymore. That can go off. Taxi light on, because we are about to taxi. Wichita ground, this is Delta 2627 requesting taxi to runway 01 left. This plane is long enough that if I pitch it up too quick or too fast or whatever, too much I should say, too quick or too much, we can get a tail strike.
Left is clear, right is clear.
Let's try and avoid a tail strike. Please.
Delta 20, 27, runway 1 left taxi via Echo, hold short runway.
Oh, we have other traffic now. Oh no, that's me. So Delta 26, okay. Roger, taxi via Echo and hold short runway 14, Delta 2627. So we have to cross a runway then to get to our runway. Fair enough.
Negative, clarify departure runway 1 left.
Didn't I just do that? Oh no, I didn't. Roger, taxi to runway 1 left via Echo, hold short runway 14, Delta 2627. So, where are we then, that we have to cross a runway to get to our runway? This is runway 14, so we have to come down and taxi and hold there, and then how the hell is runway 1 left? That's runway 1 left. Oh God, we've got ages to go. So we have to hold here, I guess, and then they'll clear us, or we hold here. I'm not sure which way they're gonna take us. We hold, and then we just either cross and carry on, or we hold here. I don't think it's gonna be here, to be fair. And then we would go up the runway and then down. Or down, no, they'd want us off the runway quick. I think we're going to go this route. I think they're going to take us here and then down, hold the runway, because it just said taxiway Echo, which is got to be what this whole taxiway is down here. So they'll hold us here. If the runway is clear, we'll get clearance to go across and we'll go all the way down. Okay. Okie dokie. We can do that. Sorry, I'm just checking that we needed to, that we got clearance there. We did. Right, I'm almost ready. Right. Constraints on, please. Hello, thank you. In fact, now that I've just checked that, what else? No, I'm good. Let's go. Right, these, we don't have to do them now, we can do them in a minute. Although, I will put the flaps into the takeoff position. 1 and 2. And if we have a window for it. There we go. Alright, let's get going. going to see if I can find out the route they're going to take us. Yeah, so it is what I pointed out. We're going to go all the way down Echo and just be held at runway 14. A couple of runways here, eh? There's at least 2. It's a national airport then. Is that the same as a regional? Or a regional is smaller? Is regional smaller and then national after that and then international? I guess. Let's slow this plane down a second. Now let's just make sure that we do hold. There's not a lot of traffic, so I have a feeling we're going to get clearance immediately, but we still have to wait. We are still going a little bit too quickly. Let's just slow the plane down a little. Taxiing is actually quite slow. Okay, so this is our holding point here.
Traffic.
Delta 20, 627, cross runway 14.
Oh, we got clearance.
Continue taxi via Echo.
Roger, crossing runway 14 at Echo, and then continuing to taxi via Echo. Delta 2627. So we've got to go all the way down to the end. There's a plane. Did that just come in? Is that United? I wasn't paying attention. I think it was United Airlines, but I'm not. It was not paying attention. But that tail looks like United to me. Not that I'm a connoisseur in recognizing, but I think that was United. Yeah. Man, this is a long flight, but I know the PMDG planes very, very well support time compression, but I think the Phoenix is up to the task as well.
Sky, host 50, free 40, 6, ramp 10, taxi via Foxtrot Echo.
Ramp 10 via...
I'm trying not to use the brake so much because otherwise they're going to overheat.
346.
I need to slow this plane down. I think 14 knots is the maximum speed you're allowed taxiing. Is that right? I don't know. I've not checked these things. This is a very long runway though.
Free 40.
I have a feeling we could have taken off with flaps 1 here.
Continue taxi via Foxtrot Echo.
This runway is long, man.
Cross runway 1 left, continue taxi via Foxtrot Echo.
But anyway, we'll stick to the plan.
Free 46.
I'm trying to think what screen I could do with on here. Probably the main weather screen. Yeah, that screen will do for me. For now. I haven't checked any of my flight charts for the arrival, so I have no idea about decision altitudes or any such thing. I'll check them all when we're in flight. We'll do all the charts and get the numbers that we need.
7, contact Wichita Tower 118.2, have a good one.
Ooh. Roger, contacting Wichita Tower on 118.2. Thank you very much, and yeah, have a good day. Delta 2627. Alright, let's get the brakes on. And let's just do these finals. So we have auto brakes that we need to set to max, that's here. We have the spoilers that we need to arm, that is here. Click up to the right, and takeoff config test, which you click here. If your flaps are not in the correct position that you programmed into your machine, you will get a warning and it will scream at you. If you've got it set right, ooh, oh, it took them out? Okay, I'm pretty sure it was set to 151, 157, 157 before. It was. And those numbers are still there. I didn't know you were going to reset them. But that's fine. This is why you need to do the takeoff config test. That's okay. All right. Now it should be fine. Okay, normal. Okay, I didn't know that the speeds were not there. Fair enough. Wichita Tower, this is Delta 2627 requesting departure from runway 01 left.
Delta 20, 620, 7 Wichita Tower, wind 2.
Okay, we're cleared, so we're going to put the nose light to takeoff position
Cleared for takeoff.
and the landing lights on. Roger, cleared for takeoff, runway 1 left, Delta 2627. Thank you. Okay, good. Good. Let's go. Not a cloud in the frickin' sky. I wonder what it's like in Miami. I think there was some rain. Not in Miami, but near, like Gainesville. Well, maybe not rain, but it's certainly overcast there. So it might not be so clear when we get to Miami, but we'll see. I think it probably will be, actually. Right, so what I'm not going to forget to do, I'll probably forget to look at it afterwards, but what I'm not going to forget to do is start the clock. So that's that ticking down there. Has it done it here, or do I have to do it here as well? I'll do it there as well. So we've got a little clock running for our flight time. All right, we've been cleared. We can go. Come on, engine, spool up. Okay, we're stable. So we need to reach 157 knots before we can pull this bird up. There is definitely a pull to the right. We definitely have a pull to the right for some reason. It's just a little bit, but I can definitely feel it. I'm having to twist the joystick here. Okay, and up we go. Don't pitch up too fast. Okay, gear up. And where the hell is Burden?
Delta 2627, contact Wichita departure. Have a good day.
Contact Wichita departure, Delta 2627, take care.
Okay, I've got a message to check the weight.
2627, 3,100 feet.
That's my co-pilot.
620, 7 Wichita departure, radar contact, climb maintain 17,000 feet, altimeter 29906.
Climb maintain 17,000 feet, altimeter 29906, Delta 2627.
Delta 20, 620, 7 turn right, heading 125.
Turn right, heading 125, Delta 2627.
Okay, fuck that. Okay, we can't do this. What did she say? Heading 125. Sorry, I'm trying to juggle about 20,000 balls at the same time here. You know what? We're probably going to crash the plane now. Okay. I'll fly it myself.
Delta 20, 627, turn right, heading 200.
Turn right, heading 200 Delta 2627.
We've got toga lock now, so we've got all sorts of stuff going on. This was bad, guys. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to fix everything. I'll respond in a minute, mate. It's beyond ATC. Sorry, I didn't realize I had to manual fly this much. I need to tilt the plane down a minute. There we go. Okay, now it'll engage. We're close to the flight plan. Now, did she clear me beyond? Yeah, she did. She cleared me up to 17. Wow! Fucked that up. But I got it. I recovered it back.
Navigation Delta 2627. Thanks.
Yes, the co-pilot is just basically enabling the auto respond button on Beyond ATC, and you can choose male or female. I chose female because it matches Sarah Connor here. Okay, so we're at 10,000 feet now, so we can disengage the landing lights. And also the seatbelts can come off because everything seems to be stable. And now we've got a blank screen, which is what we're after. So the only other thing now is to get cleared up to the cruise altitude. That's it. It's just the plane now swinging itself back onto the flight path. And there is Burden, the beast of. Yeah, I had a few things to contend with there. I was trying to get the plane to fly to the Burden waypoint, and I had to look down here. Normally, co-pilot probably would be doing that, and I'm looking down here. See, I'm doing the job of two people, basically. And yeah, I'm trying to keep the plane on an even ascent, an even climb, while I'm trying to do that at the same time. And then I couldn't see where Burden was on the radar because it was beneath where the plane is. Because the plane's not in the middle of the screen, it's at the bottom. So if your flight path is underneath, well, I just wasn't able to see it. And yeah, we did exceed the speed limit for a little while, but we're okay now. And so we're good. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, Marty. About the animated co-pilot. I don't know. Because don't forget, when you're flight simming in a plane like this, you're not doing it. It's harder than reality. Because you're doing the job of the pilot and the co-pilot. Where in the real world, the pilot just does his job and the co-pilot does their job.
627.
I'm doing both.
Center
So there's more for me to do than a real pilot.
Center on 127.8 Delta 2627, take care.
If you think about it in those terms,
Delta
right?
2627, climbing 14,500 feet for 17,000 feet.
And I know that's true because I've actually heard a real pilot say that there's more to do, it's more difficult for
maintain flight level
a flight simmer than these.
Flight level 350 Delta 2627.
Right then, just there when we took off, I had to do things that I would ask the co-pilot to do. You know, set a direct course in for burden or something like that. Right, so we have now cleared up to 35,000. So, while the co-pilot is doing its job, let's take a look at this. And why don't we have weather available? Oh, but this is off VATSIM. Is this kind of a fallback thing? What's the difference between D and A? D and A, not DNA. Okay, so I expect arrival ILS runway 9 is one of the options, which we have got already, so that's good. Okay, so runway 9 is an option. Nice. Advise you have information kilo. That is going to change though before we get there. So that's going to become out of date very quickly. Yeah, departing runways 8 left, right, 9 and 12. Notice to airmen. Birds, in vicinity of Miami. Brilliant. All aircraft. You can get bird strikes on some third-party planes. They do have it so that you can have a bird strike in the engine. Anyway, sure, okay. Right, Navigraph please, thank you very much and good night. Miami. And I want to have a look at the approach charts first. Assuming runway 9. See how it's already got a little star on it as well? That's kind of nice, I like that. Okay, so obviously up here then, decision altitude is 208, but I'm going to check that at the bottom anyway, because there's other stuff I need to find out. And it looks like we're holding at 3,000 feet before we descend. Right, let me get my little pen. Right, so final approach course 092. If I was in a Boeing, I would need to put that in, but I can put it into the... No, I don't need to put it even into the heading on this plane. Right, so decision altitude for this runway is 208 feet. That means that the runway is only 8 feet above sea level. And indeed it is. There it is. Right there. There's a lot of airports in the United States where their altitude above sea level is actually fairly high. It's like 1,000 to 2,000 feet sometimes above sea level. But this one, Miami, I suppose because it's really near the coast, and it's on a small, you see, because the sea's just there, so it's not as high. So that makes sense. Localizer is on 110.9. That's here. So you've got your inbound course and your ILS frequency here. And now what I want to see is this profile here. Oh, hello. It comes down to 1,500. Alright, so we have a 3,000 descending to 1,500 feet by INS, and then a 3-degree glide slope. Yep, it is, because it says it there. It normally is 3 degrees, Very rare that it isn't, but yeah, 3-degree glide slope straight into the runway, and decision altitude is 208. If you didn't have an ILS and you were just coming in on the localizer, then your decision altitude would be this, higher up. So yeah, that's all we need really, apart from the wind information, which is already in the plane, and the air pressure, which we'll get when we get there.
220 for flight level 350 direct Charlie.
Yeah, very cool. So grit and INS, let me just check on here, and let's get down to grit and INS. Grit. Where are you? There's grit and there's INS. So yeah, 1500 feet is our final altitude then, before the 3000 is, and then if you look on where it says grit and you go to the right hand side where it says 3000, underneath it says 3 degrees, and that's where your glide slope begins. So the glide slope should bring the plane down to 1500 feet by INS automatically anyway. I should be able to pick up the glide slope at grit. What did the chart say? Well, okay, it's got the little starry thing here, but I reckon I can pick it up from there, because we're only 4.75 nautical miles out by then. If it doesn't matter, if we haven't picked it up, I'll descend the plane down to 1500 anyway, so it's not going to matter. Oh yeah, my QNH, sorry. Oops, forgot about that. I was too busy chatting. Nope, I can't reach it, the little bastard. Alright, so where are we? So we have another 11,000 feet to climb. Now in terms of where we're going, let's see if we can do that. Oh dear, come on. Right, so there we go. So Bartlesville is where we're flying over. El Dorado is up there. There's Kansas City to our left. Can we see it out the window? Probably not. It's a little bit too far away, but it's over there. Tulsa. Tulsa's just outside that window there. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. I don't know, is it this load of stuff? Whoops. Tulsa? Is that Tulsa? I don't know. Can't really get the gauge here, the range. What's it called? Not the range. The scale. Changing? No? Okay. Right, so Tulsa, then we got Little Rock. We're just flying over a little bit of Little Rock, well, to the side of it. And then Alabama, Montgomery, midnight in Montgomery. There's Gainesville, where there's a little bit of rain hanging around, but not too much. Through Tampa, and then straight into Miami. Two hours and 40-minute flight. I don't know if we'll be doing it all in real time though. That was not my plan, isn't to do it in real time. Now what's cool here is I can stay looking out the window, and anytime I want to look at my MCDU I can see it right now, instead of having to come down here and check it. And it actually shouldn't be there, it should be there. Well, I hope I make a better landing than I did the takeoff. They've closed the curtains now. I don't normally flummox the takeoffs, but we didn't have... Yeah, I don't know.
Turn right, James 0905, climb and maintain 3,000 feet, altimeter 29999, November 464.
Let's knock this up to 80. Okay, so we're flying in a straight line for quite a while then. So that's a good thing. That's a really good thing, because that means when we use time compression, it won't... The plane can stay in a straight line, it won't have to deviate. That looked like a lake for a minute, didn't it? It's actually a cloud. That's a really flat cloud though. Why are they saying it like that? Delta 20, 620,
Contact Kansas
7.
City
What's that all about?
Delta 2627, take care.
Take care.
Kansas City Center, Delta 2627.
That's better.
Level 278 for flight level
That's my co-pilot's talking though. Well done.
Delta 20, 627, Kansas City Center.
Okay. Kansas. So once we reach 35,000 and we're cruising, I will then enable the time compression. Now the next waypoint is Guy, and it's 243 nautical miles away. Yeah, so it's a straight line for the next 240 nautical miles basically. So the chrono here, we got 1950 and then 19, yeah, this is 5, I started this one 5 seconds earlier. This is one you can just click and it starts it on your navigation display, which is cool to have. But then you've got this one, which I need to press this when we land. Or, I don't know, do you press it when after landing, or I don't think so, right? I think you press it when you're as soon as you arrive at the gate, I think. Terrain, not really an issue on this flight, although it was last time when we crashed into a mountain at night. Yeah, just arriving at the airport, we needed to make our final approach turn, and I crashed this plane into a mountain, which I don't normally do. But it was very dark, couldn't see anything out of the windows at all, and I kept getting this terrain, but I couldn't see where the hell it was, and I'm not sure if I had my terrain thing on at the time. I can't remember. I don't know if I had this switched on, but yeah. And then on the stream, I went back to the airport and I redid the flight all over again, the whole thing. Now, time compression on this, I think therefore, I think it's handled on the MCDU.
Affirm taxi.
I don't think it's done here.
Ryzen Air 20, 117.
This is my flight plan. Yeah, I don't think it's handled here. Not to my knowledge. Oh, we got these turned off. I think I got those turned off because I'm relying on GSX to handle all of that stuff. So let me have a look on here and see if we can find time compression. So if anywhere, it's not going to be in the aeroplane's computer. That would be silly. So if we go here and go to config, I guess. Yeah, I don't think it's maintenance, is it? Pause near top of descent. Handy if you're away from the keyboard, and just before you reach top of descent, it'll pause the sim, so you can wake up after your little nap and then come back to the sim. So that's a really nice, handy little thing. Have a look in maintenance. Yeah, there we go, sim rate. So we've got normal, 2 times and 4 times. The actual sim itself can go 8 times and 16 times. I don't recommend that. Especially seeing as how you're streaming in the data all the time. You know, all the scenery is getting streamed in as you fly. Although you can download the scenery now. Oh, and we've just had an update, by the way. What would it be called? World update or city update? World. Yeah, definitely world update. World update 20 has dropped, and it covers Japan. That's it, just Japan. They've redone all of Japan. So maybe we can do a flight out of there sometime. The other flight I've got lined up that I want to do is another long one, a big one. But it's in the 777, which is a much bigger plane compared to this little thing. The 777 will make this thing look like a little dwarf by comparison. But yeah, the 777 to go from Abu Dhabi in the Middle East, there in the UAE. So Abu Dhabi to... Is it Abu Dhabi I chose, or was it Qatar? I'll have to have a look on SimBrief. Let me have a look. I think it was Abu Dhabi to India, which is a long flight. That's a long one. Have a look. There aren't any saved flights. Okay.
Delta 20.
That's weird how it doesn't let me see all my previous flights.
Contact
It used to keep them.
26.1 Delta 26.
Show history flights. There we go. Yeah, there they are. Right, so it's OMDB is the airport, which is
Crossing flight level 3365.
OMDB airport, and it is Dubai. Yes, it's Dubai. My apologies. Yes, so Dubai to VIDP, which is Indira Gandhi International Airport in Delhi. So it's basically Dubai to Delhi. And that's a flight. I think that's around 4 or 5 hours, something like that. Can't remember exactly, but what I can remember is that it will be done on time compression. Let's have a look, see if we can go to... Can it show us this flight? I don't know if it can show us the details of it. I don't want to lose my other one. So the flight for that one would be...
25 November 987 Kia. Road Charlie. Have a good one.
Oh, actually, it's about the same as this. Block time is the same as ours. 3 hours and 5 minute block time. That's exactly the same as what it was for this flight. Okay, except we'll be in a big 777. Yeah. Dubai to what I said. Yeah, to Delhi, wasn't it? Yeah, Dubai to Delhi. Because I don't think in all of my flight simming, as far as I'm aware, I don't believe I have ever flown into or out of India. Ever. So I'm going to correct that. Right, let's get some time compression on. Before we do that, I want to put this up to 80 so I can see this coming in, and all we have to do is click here twice. Let's go to 2 times. There is a small risk of the flight getting screwed up, and I'm hoping it doesn't do that. Okay, so now we're on 2 times speed. Nice and easy. And now we'll go to 4. Alright. So now, instead of the cruise time taking, let's say, 2 hours, it'll only take half an hour. I'm just going to use my mouse a second on this, just so you guys can see what I'm clicking. I told you it would go wrong, didn't I? And it goes wrong while I'm checking fricking messages. Okay, it's put the sim rate back to normal. Oh, it's an overspeed warning. Oh, well, okay. And now the autopilot's going to click off. Yes, 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 it's fine, it's fine. Wow, she did not cope with that too well, eh? You're flying above what you should be flying, by the way. You know that, right? You need to bring yourself back down to 35,000. And now we're going to get told off.
I'm sure you're flight level 360, descend maintain flight level 350.
Roger, descend maintain flight level 350 down to 2627.
Hello, plane. Why aren't you descending? She needs to descend now. I'm trying to get her to do that. There she goes. Right, so it looks like time compression on the Airbus isn't quite sorted yet then. Okay, we can go back to manage speed then, can we? Thank you. So we're going to descend 1,200 feet a minute to get back down to 35.
Memphis Center.
It did not like that at all.
800 feet.
Yeah, the AP disconnects are usually when it goes out of established parameters that it doesn't like, and it'll disconnect so the pilot can correct it. But yeah, it's normally user error. It's normally pilot error that does that, or something else, or some malfunction with the plane. But as the plane isn't malfunctioning, it's the sim rate. I agree, Andy. Japanese flight would be cool. Maybe a national Japanese flight as well. So maybe I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you could do like Tokyo to something, but isn't there like 2 major airports which are a decent distance apart that you could do in a smaller plane, like a Airbus A321 or something, and you know, maybe like an hour and a half flight. I don't know. We could do. Thing is, I always wonder, like, if I fly from, say, China to Japan or Japan to China, which airline do I choose? Do I choose a Japanese airline? Do I choose a Chinese airline? I tend to make the decision based on who's got the coolest deliveries. Right, the plane is not descending anymore because it's overspeeding. It knows it will overspeed if it will. Who's that? Martin Wilson. Hey, thank you, Martin, for the sub. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we need to slow the plane down before it'll descend, because it knows it'll overspeed if it descends anymore. So let's try and get the plane down to 250 something. I don't know what that is in Mach. Let's see if we can switch this back to speed though. Can we switch it back here? Thank you. So if we can get this down to what it's supposed to be, let's say 250. See if we can get those engines idled. The engines are pumping out 93% here, and they're not really trying to to slow down. And we've lost like throttle information here as well, which I don't like. The plane is not descending, but it's not dropping speed either. I've told it to get it down to here, and it won't. Should I manually reduce the throttles? Maybe at this point I should. I'm just going to manually reduce the throttles so this plane can descend. Nagasaki to Sapporo. Don't know, it depends how long the flight is, Andy, but I mean, if it's a long flight we can do it in the 777, because we also have a 737 MAX 8 as well we can use, but the 777 we know supports
Delta 1416.
we know it supports time compression properly.
Contact Memphis Syndrome 26.85 Delta.
Oh, the auto throttle disengaged as well, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, didn't spot that. Yeah, I was just going to do it all manually and then switch it all back, switch the autopilot all back on again, which I thought would be a good way to do it. So let's manage this then. Okay, yeah, we're good now. So if I hit this, okay, well we can't go into managed yet. That should disappear when we reach 350. There it goes. Can we manage it now? I don't think it does it? I don't think it goes back to managed during flight. I think once it reaches its cruise. Does it though? Yeah, okay, well, it's been clicked into managed. Yeah, so what do we do now? We just have to sit through the whole flight? That wasn't my intention. I thought this plane had got the sim rate sorted out. Otherwise, Phoenix wouldn't build the option in if it wasn't comparable. Should we just try to go sim rate 2? Let's see what happens. We'll just keep an eye on things at twice the speed. What I did like though is when it freaked out, when the plane freaked out, it did automatically put the sim rate back to normal again. That was cool. That was cool, I like that. Because if we'd still been on 4 times speed, it would have been pandemonium.
2627, good day, flight level 350.
Yes, I think every time, Marty, you've got to go into GSX, obviously make sure you do the update, and then go into that place where all the planes are listed, and then untick the Phoenix and then tick it again, something like that. Come on, altitude, don't start messing about, stay level. Now of course this is going to mess around with our arrival time on the flight plan. What we can do is, let's go into maintenance on this side. On this side I can't use my wings because it doesn't work for this side, so we'll leave that there. And then mine, I can put it on the flight plan, and then I can alter that if I need it. But obviously the chrono now is also, yeah, that's also counting up at twice the rate. But what's going to change is our arrival time. Is it? No, it isn't, because we're speeding up time in the entire sim, right? Are we? Or is it just the plane that's speeding up? It's just the plane, isn't it? It's not that the day and night cycle's gonna... Wait a minute. I'm gonna find out. In MSFS, does sim rate change world time or just plane? In Microsoft, changing the sim rate speeds up the aircraft's perceived progress through time, but does not change the global world time. So we will land earlier than scheduled. We'll just tell them we've been through a little bit of a time warp. Oh. Well, it seems to be playing with us at 2 times speed. It seems to be okay there. Well, look at that. I've got the range. It's ranged out to the maximum. And even at maximum range, 320 knots, which is this white circle here. This is the midpoint of the flight. Well, so it would seem we still have a long, long way to go, as Phil Collins once sang. What was that song? That's what it was called, right? Long, long way to go? Yeah, Phil Collins, yeah. To be honest, when I'm flying, I do prefer a little bit of weather. Even if it's just clouds, some rain, a little bit of lowered visibility. I don't know if I'm a massive fan of the clear skies. We are on live weather, right? We are not. What the fuck? Yeah, weather live. Oh, the time isn't live because we're on 2 times speed. Okay, sorry. This isn't weather. This is. Yes, live weather, not live time because we're accelerated. Yeah. I was going to say when did the live weather get kicked off? I have noticed sometimes the sim does do that. It will actually take away the live weather, and I keep having to reset it. But yeah, this is fine. So this is really what the weather's like. It's actually this clear.
Center 2685. Center on 2685, air transport 30, 340 heavy.
But we've got some nice temperatures as well into the higher 20s. Wind right now is pushing this way at 17 knots, not a big deal. Yeah, so I don't know whether to go 4 times again. Do we? Shall we? I don't know if it affects the fuel or anything. I don't think so. Oh yeah, well, yeah, it would. Yeah, the fuel will drink twice as much. There's your green, blue, yellow hydraulics. Where's my gear? Gear.
Delta 885, contact Memphis Center 118.6.
Ah, there.
Contact Memphis Center 118.625, Delta 8.
The wheels.
Have a good day.
Good day. Flight controls are fine. They're not going to work on autopilot though, are they? No. Jiggling my joystick's not going to do anything. And that's not a euphemism. Cabin pressure. The bleed, which is switched off. Engine, that's definitely on. APU is definitely off. And the air conditioning within the plane, 24, that's pretty much bang on. The extra degree in the cockpit is just, it's supposed to be 24, but it's 25 because of my stress. The doors, and then that's it. And if you click something like that, bleed, and click it again, it goes back to the screen it should be on for that phase of the flight. Yeah. And then you've got recall in case there was any messages. They should appear up here, right? I think the recall, I believe. Yeah, so okay, so if it's 2 minutes, sorry, not 2 minutes, that would be too quick. If it's 2 hours 40 minutes for this flight, then double the speed, obviously it's going to be an hour 20-ish. And you can see the cloud. I did say that, you know, going in, well, we're nowhere near Florida yet, but going towards there, it looked like it was a bit more cloudy-ish. And I did look at some weather apps, which we can take a look at if you guys want. So Ventasky is one of them. So hopefully we won't get any beeps while we're looking at this. Now this is Ventasky, and it can show you the weather, which if I set it to precipitation here, and then we go over to the United States of America. So here we have Miami here. Oh, hello. So this is Miami. We have, look at, oh, we have storms. Plenty out at sea here. But look at this. I don't know whether, I think Miami Airport is kind of right in here. I think it's about here, isn't it? Does it say Miami Beach? Oh, does it mention the airport? It says here search for location. Can I type in the airport ICAO code? I don't think so. If I just do Miami International. No? Miami International Airport? Really? Really? Miami Airport. Okay, that'll do. So what's it done? Just centralized it on the map? Ah, there. Here we go. Okay, so it's not actually not raining in Miami Airport then, but there are. I mean, this is really dark here, so that's some good rain going on there. So I don't know what it's going to be like here. Let's have a look at the cloud coverage for here. Okay. Is this that big band of cloud we just saw? Are we over here? We just had a big band of cloud in front of us, didn't we? I'm just wondering if we're flying this way, and this is it here, because we're not going to be able to avoid it.
Contact Memphis Center 128.5 Delta 2627, take care. Memphis
Yeah, okay.
Delta 2627, flight
And thunderstorms.
Delta 2627, Memphis Center.
Yeah, there's a little one here, isn't there? Okay, interesting. Yeah, so I like to check on this stuff. So in case I want to plan a flight where I'm either taking off in the rain or landing. I prefer taking off because it's if you go to, say, let's say there's a rainstorm or it's raining at Miami Airport, and I'm taking off from such and such. By the time I get there, the rain might have cleared, but at least if I take off from a place it's raining, then I know it's going to rain there. I think these are just winds, right? Yeah, it might be an interesting landing. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, where's the most wind right now? Sorry, the most rain. There's some out at sea here. There's some in Canada here to the west. Yeah. It's actually not a lot, really. Not a lot of rain going on around the world, like on land. I mean, there's a chunk there. Australia, nothing. Nothing at all. It's clean, clear. Well, actually, no, maybe not true. Just a little bit here. I don't know what that is. No, maybe. No, it looks like it's escaped rain. Okay. But yeah, interesting website, Ventusky. Yeah, free to use. Oh, there's that cloud, look. There you go, we're flying into it now. That big band of cloud that we just saw on the map. Well, here it is. Yeah. Just like I said then, we are flying into it. But we've just started flying into it. So, and you saw how big the band of cloud was. Does FS have hurricanes? Yes. I mean, let's put it this way. If there's a hurricane actually happening, and you fly to it in the sim at the time, yes, you'll get one. Also, you can change the weather to have hurricanes, and also there's an add-on, which I don't know if it's working in 2024, but in the Flight Sim 2020, all the famous ones like Hurricane Katrina and Hurricane whatever, you can create those weather patterns and then fly to that place. So the answer is basically yes, you can have hurricanes in Flight Sim.
Memphis Center, Delta 2627, flight level 350.
I don't know if I want to.
Delta 20, 627.
Do I want to change it now? But yeah, it does. Yeah. If I change the weather now, it might upset. Because if I go from live weather to a custom one, it's going to change the air pressure. Although we are on standard. Can I? See? I've made a noise. There you go. Hurricane Florence, Hurricane Felix, Hurricane Delta, blah blah blah. You can put all those, and it's accurate to exactly where it was in that time. So the answer is yes, you can. They're not that bad to fly into. If you take a small plane, I mean, I wouldn't take one of these in, but if you take a small plane in and you fly through, they can handle a decent amount. I mean, I wouldn't go too small. I wouldn't take a flimsy one in, but you know, you can have those planes that are storm chasers and stuff, and what they do is they fly into the hurricane, into the center, and then they fly around in the eye of the hurricane where it's safe, right in the middle, I think. And they're hurricane pilot people. No, I am not getting on that plane. Those people that specialize to go hunting in hurricanes and go in to collect the data, no. That's not me. Not a chance, boy. Am I doing that? To deliberately, for a living, fly your plane into a hurricane? I don't think so. Ain't gonna happen, baby. Yeah, but they do it. They take planes. They're not like Cessna 172s. They're a bit bigger, like the Grand Caravan size, I think. And they fly those in. Yeah. And they do it like A plane like this, you would fly around it. You'd avoid it. You'd be routed around the hurricane, right? And yet littler planes, they just fly them in. You'd think they'd get scooped up, wouldn't you? Like throwing a sock into an open washing machine or something. But I don't know, for some reason they don't. They just get buffeted and... I mean, do they go in above it? I don't know. I think they go in through it, don't they? Let me see if I can Google. Or is it Google nowadays? You get AI results now, don't you? So what planes are used to fly into hurricanes? Planes used to fly known as hurricane hunters. There you go. What did I say? Storm chasers? Same thing. Oh shit, they use a Hercules? What? They use a WC-130 Hercules. Heavily modified, okay. Designed for weather reconnaissance missions. These hurricane hunters fly into the eye of the storm at around 10,000 feet to collect data on the storm's structure. Then we've got the Lockheed WP-3D Orion. These 4-engine turboprops are nicknamed Kermit and Miss Piggy. Okay, Miss Piggy. They function as flying research labs, probing wind and pressure changes and deploying sensors to measure sea temperature. And then a Gulfstream 4SP, nicknamed Gonzo, that's another Muppet. With high-altitude jet flies above the storm. Yeah. So you've got different jets for different things, but Hercules goes into the storm, and then you've got other jets that fly above it. Like, and they've got like radars on them and everything. Like, like actual physical radars stuck outside the body of the plane. Screw that. I mean, it must be, on the one hand, right, it must be exhilarating, right?
2.25.
Look at this.
Center on 132.25 Delta 2626.
See this? That's the radar thing. Weather Reconnaissance Squadron.
Delta 2627. Good afternoon. Flight level 350.
I mean,
Delta 20, 620.
I couldn't do it. I'm just saying. Look, that looks like snow, doesn't it? But it's actually the top of a storm there. The eye wall of the hurricane. It looks like Snow Mountain, but it's not. Jesus Christ. There it is, the Orion. Yeah. No, thank you. Hurricane hunters. Typhoon hunters or cyclone hunters are air crews that fly into tropical cyclones to gather weather data.
Southwest tree.
Yep.
5, Atlanta Center, radar contact.
I'll tell you what though, if you got yourself conditioned to flying into those things, then flying on a flight like this will be nothing to you, would it? Yeah.
Atlanta Center.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's some footage on YouTube or something of a plane flying into a hurricane. To see how hard it would be to hold the course. It might not be as hard as you might think. I think it would definitely take a bit. It'd be more challenging than this. But you can't do that on like autopilot or anything. You know, you're manually flying that plane. Autopilot would just say, "Nope, not going to do it," and it would click itself off quite quickly. Right, can we get rid of this VS, please?
Atlanta Center, American 88.
I don't know why that was even on. Right, should we start getting the destination data in? I don't know how far out we are. Oh, quite a way then.
627. Contact Atlanta Center 133.25 CU.
Once the radio starts getting into contact Florida Control or Florida Center, then maybe
Atlanta Center, Delta 2627, flight level 350.
maybe we can think about that. What's going on here?
Delta 2627, Atlanta Center, identified.
What's going on with this flight plan? Is it screwing up because I'm on double time? It must be. Let me just normalize this a second, guys. Let's see if this comes back to me.
Delta 2627, contact Atlanta Center 120.
Alright, what's going on?
Center on the
Okay, I can do it. Alright, it works on my physical thing here. It just wasn't working on the button
27, flight level.
on the sim there. Yep, I'm fine with that. I couldn't scroll down to there. Wouldn't let me do it. Okay, back up to twice the speed then. Yeah, what was that all about? Oh well. Oh yeah, sorry, I was trying to go through, so let me see. 72, so that's 200. 280. 360. 60. 400. 25. 60. Oh, you know what? Why the hell am I sat here counting when I can just ask it? Now, where do I go to get the data for a specific? Here we go. Is it this one? Yeah. So not bearing, not distant. Yeah. So Miami. So KMIA, and I think we put it here. Do we? Yeah, there we go. So it's bearing 141. So it's got 518. You can put anything you want there to find out the distance to wherever. It can be any waypoint, any what do you call them, VORs or whatever, or airports. But yeah, 514 knots still to go. All I can hear outside are just kids screaming like they're being attacked. That's the problem, isn't it? Kids scream so much that if they do get attacked, you just think they're playing. You can't tell the difference. You need to have different screams. Right. How are you going? Still in a half, eh?
Atlanta Center. Delta 4.
So apparently we've been flying for 1.5 hours, which we haven't.
Delta 1491, Atlanta Center.
Not quite. Not since we're on double time anyway. Let's have a look outside then. Yeah, very cloudy. So Wichita was having some really lovely weather then. We got some high clouds as well and some lower ones, but Wichita just was clear skies, man. Now Wichita was 27 degrees. What is it in Miami's? Let's do a refresh. Okay, it's hotter. It's 32 degrees. And at night time, it's going to drop to 26. Anybody in Florida right now? Because it's warm. Oh, like riding a roller coaster through a car wash? Yeah. Hey, what if we get a bird strike? Does a bird hitting the windscreen and splatting on the windscreen, does that count as a bird strike? Or is it just when it goes in the engine? I've never seen this though, where the weather is just VATSIM. Is that a setting that I've got on that's I shouldn't have on or something? Because I'm not on VATSIM.
Delta 20, 620, Center. Expect frogs for runway 9er.
Expect what? Oh, expect frogs, runway 9. Yes. I accept your clearance.
Runway 9 down to 2627.
Why is she telling me that now? So we are cleared to runway 9. Perfect. Via frogs, which is exactly what we have here. Are you going to scroll me now? Nope. There's frogs. It stops at Bromo. Why are you stopping here? And yet if I press that button on here... What the fuck? Anyway, frogs. There's frogs. I'm going to put it at the top. There, frogs at the top, and then into runway 9, which is exactly what SimBrief gave us. I have no idea why this scrolly downy button is... Look, it's not working. It's stopping at Bromo. I think it's to do with the sim rate, because I've never seen that before.
0.45. Have a good afternoon.
Contact Atlanta Center 120.
Wow, look at the wind we've got now. 74 knots in this direction.
Atlanta Center down to 26.
Look, this is where we're flying, but look at the angle of the plane here.
Delta 2627 Atlanta Center.
We're basically flying a little bit sideways right now, and the autopilot is keeping us
Delta 2627.
keeping us on that green line.
Center 134.3.
But the wind's 74 knots pushing against the tail,
Down to 2627.
hitting the tail here, which is pushing the plane that way, twisting it a little.
Level 350.
Wow,
Delta
the winds have picked up, yeah, a little bit.
Jacksonville Center, Roger.
It might be a bit of weather going on, guys. If it's not raining, we might get some wind flying into Miami. But it's hot. It's hot there. It's in the 30 degrees area. So, hello. We're getting into some higher cloud now. My vision is impaired. I cannot see. Wow. Those clouds. Well, it tends to have these weird lines going on there. I don't know. Like in 2020, we used to get like cotton wool clouds. But sometimes the clouds just, they can look really, really nice. This plane looks like a nice long, big plane, doesn't it? But when you put it next door to a 777, you realize how small this plane is, or how big the 777 is. And I really want to fly that next, but I have to brush myself up on the cold dark procedure. I mean, I can pretty much guess it, but there are a few differences between that and the 737, so I have to kind of brush up on that. But I do have a checklist that I can go through at the time, so it's not really that big a deal. And landing it shouldn't be much of an issue, I think, because it's such a big bird. It's kind of it kind of floats down nicer and it's a bit more graceful.
96, contact Atlanta Center.
I don't know, I keep looking at this. I know it says altitude and cruise, but I just can't help looking and thinking of Alcatraz. I just don't know why. Yeah. Alcatraz. We'll just admire the clouds for now.
Delta 20, 627, contact Jacksonville Center 135.325.
Contact Jacksonville Center 135.325 Delta 2627. Jacksonville Center, Delta 2627, flight level 350.
Delta 2627, Jacksonville Center, copy.
Jacksonville Center, Cargo South 7502 heading, descending via Frogs for flight level 360.
Nice clouds here.
Cargo South 7502 Heavy, Jacksonville Center.
Jacksonville? That's in Florida. Alright, we better get our destination data in. It's not asking us to do it yet, but I don't know, I think we should.
Jacksonville Center, Frontier Flight 20, 912, descending via 95, flight level 344.
Frontier Flight 20, 912, Jacksonville Center, radar contact.
Get me outside. There we go. It's all very nice. So, a Corey going to Bullseye in 16, is that right? Yes, okay, cool. I want to flip the rate to normal. And let's have a look at the arrival information. It might be a little bit early yet though still. Oh, it's still not letting me do this. If I go to another... Wow, we've saved a lot of fuel. It was 1.0 before, now it's double. I wonder why. I wonder why. Is the fuel not going down at twice the rate? Surely it must be burning at twice the rate as well. It has to be. We had 1 hour of extra flight time. Now it's 2.2 hours of extra flight time. Does the fuel not burn down? Oh, that's not good then. Because that means... Oh, it must. It must do. It must burn the fuel down. It has to. Because otherwise we'd be landing... We'd be slamming the plane onto the runway with so much extra weight. Okay. Anyway, right, so we need to go into performance. We can put some figures in, but not all of them. Some that we know that are going to stay as they are. So temperature and QNH can change before we get there. but the decision altitude, which is 208, is not going to change unless the runway changes. So we can put that in, 208. I'm going to do a flaps 3 landing, so I have to remember to hold on. Jacksonville Center, this is Delta 267. Can you tell me the length of runway 9 in Miami, please? I should have said Miami International, but they know where we're going.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 267, runway 09er at Miami International.
11,397 feet long. Okay, so yeah, that's enough for a flaps 3. I just have to remember. I can set the button now, actually, it's not going to make any difference. So this, the QNH and the temp, will do that later. We're too far out to put those in because they will definitely change. And we'll also need the wind information as well. Wow, this is not responsive. I don't know if it's because I've got the wind wings plugged in or what, but the actual wind wings itself is doing fine. If I go to init, okay, now perf, and back to flight plan. Yeah, it's instantaneous. It's just not instantaneous pressing these buttons. I don't know why. Right, how far do I have to scan out for top of descent? Oh, quite a long way yet. Okay, there it is. 240 nautical miles. That's when we start coming down. So we've got 240 miles to go before we start the descent. Cool. So just before there we'll get the QNH and the wind and stuff and put that in. Oh boy. Right. Let's fly back up to 2 times. It seems to handle double sim rate pretty well. I don't know whether to test. Ooh, look at this. I don't know whether to test 4 times again or what. Where are we flying now? Charts. And locate. Right, so we're here. Yeah, so this is where that cloud cover was, wasn't it? It was all around here, remember? And then I said, you know, is that us coming in? Yeah, yes, it is exactly that, is what I mean to say. Right, so when we see land again, it's going to be Tampa that we're flying over. When we're directly flying over land, we can still see it on our left, of course. But yeah, that's where we are. All right. Holy fuck. Where is this guy? He's here. Is he above or below us? Oh my god. Beyond ATC, what the fuck? We're catching up. This is ridiculous. You cannot do that. What is Beyond ATC doing? It shouldn't be allowing planes to do that, to get that close. That's ridiculous. Did you hear him? We were going a little bit faster than he was. There wasn't even a traffic, nothing. And yet he was on my radar there. Was he 200 feet up below me? For fuck's sake. That was ridiculous. That would never be allowed in the real world. Absolutely not. And Beyond ATC is responsible for handling all the planes in the sky right now. Oh, but wait a minute though. I'm not okay. It's because of the double time. I'm not supposed to be in this part of the world right now. I'm supposed to be, you know, doing single time way back there. I'm closer to the airport than I should be because I've been on double time.
Contact Jacksonville Center.
And that plane that we just passed isn't doing double time. He's using real world time.
Flight level 350.
So that's what that is. So it's not really beyond ATC's fault. It's just it can't say to that other plane, hey, there's a guy coming past you. He's on double time. You need to move.
Jacksonville Center, Spirit Wings 15.
Yeah, that's what that is. That plane's on normal time. We're not. So yeah, I'm not blaming Beyond ATC for that one. No, it's our fault for doing double time. Absolutely. Right, distance to the airport then. Let's go into program. And 265. So I'm just thinking, when we reach Tampa, should we just switch back to normal time? Man, the GPS is accurate as frick, isn't it? Really. The accuracy is high. The required accuracy is within 2 nautical miles. That's what you're supposed to have. That's if you go beyond that, then I don't think you can fly using GPS because it's not accurate enough after that. We've got 0.03 nautical miles accuracy.
Contact Jacksonville Center 134.4 Frontier Flight 40.
So yeah, we're really super accurate. I wonder what would cause that to change. So what would cause the GPS to not have high accuracy? I'm sure it's built into the aircraft here that it can happen, but I wonder what would cause it. Right, I'm going to put the terrain on so that I can see when we've got land back in sight again. So I've got it set so that the sea shows up in cyan color. Actually, why are we only on 20? Let's get that up a bit. Okay, let's try 80.
Southwest 30.
Okay, so here then we're looking, this is Tampa. This is Tampa here. And then
Center 135.325 Southwest 30. 766. Have a good afternoon.
yeah, we could go normal time, but maybe we'll stretch it a little bit further. It's freaking amazing how you can go online and you can look at world maps and world weather and then come back into the sim and it's exactly the freaking same. And then but this sim has got the entire world mapped on a 1-to-1 scale. It's freaking nuts. And then on top of that, you're flying a plane which is study level as frick, and it's as close to the real thing as you can get in a home simulator. There's nothing close to this. And when you think back to even just going back to Flight Sim X, where they had 2D cockpits and 3D cockpits. I mean, how accurate was the world then? Could you do a whole world flight 1-to-1? It was pretty rudimentary though, wasn't it, compared to this?
Good afternoon, flight level 26.
It's just the state that flight levels have reached now, flight simulators have reached now, is phenomenal. Real weather, study level planes, a globe that is not just 1-to-1, but if you come down to a city and look at some major buildings and stuff, it's exactly as it is in the real world. They've got the buildings in place. They might not look exactly the same. like you can zoom down and see your house.
Delta 26.
It won't look like your house, but the building for it will be there. It'll be like a little Monopoly house thing. But it's just crazy, the level that they've got to. It's absolutely nuts. Like if I go into the drone camera now and I take myself down to the ground, you'll see me whizzing past buildings and streets. Where's,
Frontier Flight 30.
mind you, especially that we're on double time. Let me see if we can go to normal time a second. Go into the drone, reset the drone so it's directly behind the plane in a chase view. So reset the position. Change the drone speed up to the maximum speed it can go. Leave everything else as it is. And then let's try and be on top of the plane and just go down. So we're going to go down 35,000 feet here. We are moving forward as fast as the plane is. It depends if the scenery is loaded though. This is what it's like falling out of a plane.
Contact Jacksonville Center 127.8. Contact Jacksonville Center 1.
This is as fast as we can go. But all the buildings, like that, see that patch there? I don't know if you can see it. Just, you've got the middle of the screen and slightly to the left you've got a white blotch next to the green fields. Well, check that on Google Earth, it's going to be there. That white patch in between the trees. Look at this. This is normal speed, so this is the actual speed that the plane is doing. And these buildings, if you go to Google Earth, they'll be there, but they won't look exactly the same. But like every patch of water, if I took a screenshot of this now, right now, and went to Google Earth, it would look very similar to this. Those two bits of water there, the reservoirs I think they are, they would be there. Those patches of water here, they would be there. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. This is Tampa, by the way. Sun's going down here.
Jacksonville Center, cargo south, 7502 heavy, descending via from...
Where are we? Can you see us up there?
Cargo South 7502 Heavy, Jacksonville Center.
I don't know if we'll be able to see us. We are pretty high up. You should be able to. Let's get above the clouds first. I don't know if I'm pointing straight up. Is that me?
Jacksonville Center, Frontier Flight 40, 874, descending via Tiki Tree, flight level 350.
Oh, I've lost myself.
Frontier Flight 40, 874,
I can't see where I am. Yeah, definitely lost myself. Welcome back. No warnings on the screen. Did we just... What? Oh, okay. I was going to say, did we just bust through the top of descent? But no, we did not.
Contact Miami Center 1 tree 2.35.
Contact Miami Center 1 tree, 2.35 southwest 1260. Have a good afternoon.
Right, so flaps 3 landing. So top of descent is now 80 nautical miles away. So let's do double time to plows, and then we'll go from there. There we have to be That's the highest constraint I've ever seen. That the flight people, yeah, the flight people, we have to be at 34,000 feet or above at this point. Why? Is there a mountain?
Delta 20, 627, contact Miami Center 2.35.
Okay, let's do double time now.
Contact Miami Center 132.35.
Disaster, hey.
Have a good
Getting ready to buy a Virpil HOTAS. Yeah, good stuff, man.
Delta 2620.
Oh yeah, sorry, I know you asked me in the thing. I meant to. Sorry, mate. I've just been so out of stuff in real life. I forgot to reply. I've got. If you look at my setup, I have the. Do you know my joystick? Let me just stick it up on the screen for you. On the chat, sorry. I don't have a HOTAS though, I've just got the Thrustmaster 16000M throttle, but I am using the Virpil joystick. It's a can't remember the name of it now, but yeah, it's the one I play Elite with. It's very good. $1,000. Yeah, they're not cheap, Virpil, but trust me, you get what you pay for. You won't be sorry. They're amazing. Virpil stuff is quality, man. It really is. And to get a throttle and a flight stick, that's not bad. Their throttles are really, really cool. Is that setup not working? Well, yeah, me too. I went through about 5 or 6 Thrustmasters, if not more. And then, you know, I got gifted this Virpil. Right, so mine is a Virpil Constellation Alpha L, because I'm left-handed, so I have the Alpha L, and it has the WarBRD base. I've been using it for a number of years now. I don't know how long, 3 or 4 years maybe more, 5 years, let's say 5. I've been using it in Elite. I've been using it in Flight Sim, and it feels exactly the same as it did on the first day. It's the same. It doesn't feel like it's got a bit more worn or this, that and the other. Nothing. And if I gave it a little bit of a dusting right now, it would look like it did the day it came out the box. It's so good. You won't regret it, man. They're brilliant joysticks. I mean, there's other ones out there, obviously, that are, you know, got really super good quality as well. But I not used one before, so I don't know. I can't really compare. But this Virpil, I mean, the first thing you'll notice, if you get one like mine, the first thing you'll notice the most is the size. It's so much. It's like 1.5 times the height of the Thrustmaster joystick. The next thing you'll notice is the quality. The plastic is so tough. It's really there's no shit quality anywhere. And the WarBRD base it's all Hall sensors, it's all magnets, so there's no wear and tear inside. Unlike the Thrustmasters, there's no wear and tear in there whatsoever. So it's really super good. I am so pleased with mine, and you'll have it for a couple of days and you'll still be finding new buttons. You'll be thinking, oh, I didn't know you could, that would click. I didn't know there was a clicky button there. So 298332. Let's put that in. 2983, 32 degrees, and the wind currently is 150 for 11, gusting at 19. So which one do you put in? Do you put the gust in? Yeah, I'm gonna put the gusting.
5 Delta 2627.
I'm gonna put the gusting in because that's the maximum it can go to.
27. Good afternoon. Flight level 350.
That is it. That is all of the destination data.
Miami Center.
This flight plan button is not working. I have to do it here. Right, we are now on single time and we're about to descend.
Miami Center 132.45. Contact Miami Center 132.45 WarBRD, gate 22.
Okay, I'm going to turn off the auto respawn now, just in case I need to call ready for descent. And there's our descent point. Top of descent. So we're coming in, guys. Normal time now. And there is Miami. Well, not really. There's Florida. Miami's further up. Oh, yeah. Well, tell them to send me. Tell them that. Tell them to send me a throttle for flight sim. Yeah. Maybe I can contact Virpil and say, hey, can I try one of your throttles out for a stream, a live stream, to boost your sales? Sometimes I ask, and sometimes they say, yeah, sure. Like I've done that with flight sim a couple of times. I've asked, you know, can I get a review copy of your plane or your helicopter? And they've come back and said, yeah, sure, here's the code. And that's it. I mean, you can't just ask. You've got to be a content creator, right? Just, yeah. Yeah, okay, well, no pressure then, Adasta, because if you're not satisfied with it, then you're going to put it on me. I will put my hand up and say Virpil are really good. And the only reason that I ended up with one, I think, is because they do left-handed joysticks. So this is left-handed, so it's for me it's perfect. And for Elite Dangerous as well, it's so good. It's just got levers and buttons and all sorts. You can put so much on it. You know, you can bind so many things to it. The only issue, at least as far as I know, is that Virpil, while they do a left-handed joystick, they don't do a HOTAS, not a HOTAS, they don't do a throttle for the right-handed person. As far as I know. I wish there was one that you could use in maybe both hands. Hold on. Miami Center, this is Delta 2627, ready for descent.
Negative Miami Center 133.275.
Yeah, I should have got
Contact Miami Center 132.275 Delta 2627. Miami Center, Delta 2627. Good afternoon. Descending via Frogsport, flight level 339.
I think I just did that descent just in time there.
620.
Normally I call out ready for descent, but it was too late. Okay, so the next thing is to request approach change, request runway change, or request altitude change. Don't need to do that. Or request directions for a fix. I don't need to do that either. We're good. Alright, we're descending on profile right now, which is absolutely perfect. And the flight so far has been 2 hours and 24 in our time. So that's correct. But we're no longer at double speed now. Right, Rusty. DFUTL. That's the initials I have to remember now. DFUTL. It's a technical acronym for Don't Fuck Up the Landing. Yeah, WinWing as well. Yeah, WinWing do quality products. I've only got one of them, and that's one of these. I've got one of these MCDUs. This whole thing here. It's brilliant. It's to scale. It's 1-to-1 scale, and I love it. I did an unboxing video, Adasta. If you want to see that, I love it. I've got it right in front of me right now, and it makes doing all the programming for the flight, you know, going through the initialization phase, the flight plan phase, the performance phase, so much faster. It's so much faster to just type everything in physically with your fingers, and I can just press up any of the buttons here and just flick to the pages. Ooh, we did fill that in at the time though, that cruise thing. I think it's just cancelled out now because we're way past that phase. Yeah, we did put that in at the time. I know we did. So right now we are on the descent phase, as it's showing here. We don't need to activate the approach phase. The plane will do that by itself at the right appropriate time. Wichita to Miami. You know what we should do? We should fly around the world, baby. We should take a 777 or even one of these. Oh, I don't know though. Can an A321? Yeah, we can. We can go from New York to Greenland, and then Greenland to Dublin or something like that. Dublin or Heathrow or something, and then we take off from there and go to Italy or something, and then Italy to, I don't know, what's next? What's next in the geographical eastward bound? I don't know. Yeah, and then we could start in Dublin or something like that, and then just end there after going around the world in an Airbus or a 777. 777 would be better because you can do New York to Heathrow to New York on a 777, no problem. It'll do it easy. Where this one, I don't know if it'll do it. I don't know if the A321 can do it. It might need a stop off. Okay, we need to add some drag because we are definitely. Oh, it comes up here as well.
Miami Center, cargo south, 7502 heavy, descending via frogs for flight level 346.
I've got the slats up at the moment. You can see, just add a bit of drag to the plane. It's amazing. You only need to put these slats up to that position, and it adds so much drag onto the plane. It slows it down a lot. You can hear. You hear that noise? That's the buffeting from the slats. If I take them off, it should go away. I think. There you go, see? That's how much extra wind buffeting those add. It's a lot. They're very effective at what they do. So, reminder of flap speeds. So we've got 235, 215. I prefer the flaps on the Airbus. They're a lot less complex. Because, well, I say complex. The Boeings have got like 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and full. But really, you don't go through them all. I just go flaps 5, and then I skip 1 and 2, got to 5, and then I skip 10 and 15, and I just go from flaps 5 to 15 is the next one, I think. Yeah, 15, and then 25, and then 30, or sometimes 5, 15, 25 and full. It depends. Well, this one's just got 3 and then full, but I'm not doing a full flaps landing. I'm only doing a 3, so it's fine. So 235, 215 and 195 is all we need to remember when the plane decelerates. and we can get the flaps out and hopefully bring her in. What the wind's going to be like, I don't know. Has anything changed here? So what we're looking at, 150, 11, 19, and I think 2983. Okay, that has changed. So I'm going to put some new destination data in. So into performance, into the next phase approach, and this has changed to 2984 air pressure. The temperature, if it's going to do anything, it'll drop. It has. It's dropped to 31 because the day is getting older, for want of a better phrase. And the mag wind is 140 over 8, gusting to 17. So I'm going to go 140, 17. I want to include the gusting. Because if you miss it out, then you're just disgusting. More drag. Are you sure? Yep. Okay, so what is it? 2984 air pressure. Okay, and if you don't mind doing the other side quickly before it whinges. Because otherwise we'll get a out of sync message on there if we don't do it.
Gate 17 for Miami Center, copy.
Okay, we're on profile, but I've still got the drag on. It looks like if I take the drag off now, it's going to I don't know if it's overspeeding and that's what's causing it, or it just can't idle enough.
Delta 20, 620, 7.
It looks like to me the engines are not idling right now.
Have a good afternoon.
Central 132.4 Delta 2627.
Yes, I know the speed brake is still out.
Delta 20.
I'll put it in
Descending
and
via
just see
14,000.
what happens. If that green dot starts to go down again,
Delta 20.
it's fine where it is. We're a little bit high. We are the yellow bar and the flight path is the green dot. So we are a little bit above it, but the plane needs to... Oh, it's idled. Awesome. Thank you. So now if it goes out of phase and the plane can't slow down anymore, see, we're a bit above. So then what happens is the plane will try and go down to catch up, but then it'll overspeed, and it'll to stop itself overspeeding, it'll level itself up, and so we'll always be high.
2627.
And that's why we have to add the drag to slow the plane down, so that it can say, okay, I've slowed down to this speed. Yeah, it's okay for me to descend now, and that's how it catches up. And I don't think I could probably explain that again if I tried. I don't think yeah. If somebody said say that again, no, forget it.
American 318, cleared visual.
We are high again, look, it's just
Cleared visual approach 12.
crazy.
318.
We have an airport here, I don't know which one that is.
Yellow 2560 heavy. Contact Miami Tower 118.3. Contact Tower 118.3, yellow 2560 heavy.
Miami approach. Delta 2627. 12,500 feet. We have Charlie on board.
American 318, contact Miami Tower 118.3, take care. Over to Tower 118.3.
Okay, we are now below the flight path. I'd rather be below than above.
27 Miami approach, altimeter 2984, expect the visual approach, runway 9er.
Altimeter 2984. Expect the visual approach runway 9 at Delta 2627.
Thank you. Thank you for handling the radio calls today, Sarah.
Descend maintain 1,500.
Descend maintain 1,500. American 1.
Oh, we are way low now. What the hell?
American
I think it's because I've got the plane going down to 3,000.
Field in sight, American 1144.
But you are not allowed to bust through the constraints, so just remember that.
Cleared visual approach Niner, American 1144.
MIA. Missing in airport. There it is. There she is. Boy, we've only got one more turn. And then we can bring her in, baby. So the moment we get to Corsair, whatever it is, the moment we get there to make that turn, I will affect. Once we've been, we've been given clearance already, so I can affect the approach mode, and we can start the deceleration process, which is going to happen.
American 1144.
It's going to happen there anyway. There's a D behind there, that purple D. That's the deceleration phase for the plane. And then we can start flapping. Getting the flaps down. Getting the wheels down, and then getting the aircraft down. Right. So, we want low brakes. I should put the brake fan on, shouldn't I? Because they always frickin' overheat. I've noticed since this update, we always get hot brakes afterwards. And I know why that is. It's because I keep the brakes applied all the way down the runway. I should definitely use my reverse thrusters a bit more, I think. No, what it is, it's not really actually the runway that's the issue. It's when we're taxiing. I tend to set the throttle a little bit too much. So the plane is going fast. It's taxiing faster than it should, and I'm slowing it down constantly by applying the brakes all the way down the taxiway, and that's why the brakes get hot. That's the reason. So if I keep my throttle down so that the plane isn't trying to escape, then I'm hopefully going to try and avoid the hot brakes. So if I can get the plane down, let's see if I can avoid hot brakes. Right, there's the decision altitude on the display now. And we want our landing system on. And there it is, 110.9 ILS frequency. And there's the inbound course. I thought it was 092. There, it's picked it up now, 24 miles. I thought the inbound course was 92.
American 1338, turn right, heading 0.
It's probably right.
Turn right, heading 085, intercept the 9 localizer. American 1338.
Yeah, it's 92. See, I'm not crazy. It may be adjusted later. 2 degrees. I think we'll still land on the runway, if I'm honest with you.
American 1338, cleared visual approach.
Here we go, final turn then.
Visual approach 9, American 1338.
Boo.
Miami approach, cargo south 7502 heavy, 111,600 with the numbers.
Okay, we have got past the deceleration phase, have we?
Altimeter 2984, expected.
Yeah, you need to slow down, boy.
Altimeter 2984,
Should I add a bit of drag?
12 cargo south.
I'm going to add some drag. I'm not happy with this speed. I think we're going a little bit fast.
Tampa 44D, 9 heavy, good afternoon, 1,400 feet, we have Charlie on board.
Tampa 44D, 9 heavy, Miami approach, good afternoon. Altimeter 2984, expect the visual approach, runway 12.
Altimeter 2984, expect the visual approach runway 12 Tampa 44D, 9 heavy.
Okay, I've taken the drag off, but I just want to see what happens to the speed now.
Contact.
I'm engaging flaps 1, just to see if it'll...
Contact tower 118.3, American.
It looks like it's held that. Okay, cool. Let's get the approach mode on. I should have done that quite a while ago, actually. That would have slowed the plane down.
Runway 9er.
My approach mode was a little bit late there. I said I was going to do it on the turn,
Visual approach runway 9 at Delta.
and I forgot. Was that lightning?
27, by present heading, intercept the 9er local.
That was lightning, I think.
Flight present heading, intercept banana localizer, Delta 2627.
What did it say? Oh, flight present heading, intercept the localizer. Okay. Airport is your 12 o'clock, report the field in sight. I'm going to tell it that it's in sight, because if I don't, it will abort the landing and try and send me on a go-around.
Field, Delta 2627.
Delta 20.
Flaps 2.
7, clear visual approach runway 9er.
Clear visual
Okay, Rusty,
approach,
concentrate.
Delta
Where's your flight plan?
2627.
Okay.
Miami approach, American 22.
So this is it. So we've got 4, 5, 9, 11. So we're 11 nautical miles out from the airport.
Miami approach, Alpha
And
29er 84.
Frog.
Expect the visual approach runway 9er.
Oh, bastard.
29er
It's here.
Expect the visual approach runway 9er.
11. Okay, so when that gets down to around 7, we want the wheels out.
PS425 heavy. Lead build heading 325. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 12.
Leave build heading 325.
Okay, it's got the glide slope and the localizer already, so we are good. We just need to bring the wheels out, bring the flaps into position 3 and bring her in. And the wind, we have a tailwind, but it's only 2 knots, which is nothing. So, no excuses for a bad landing. Why did I say that? Right, let's get the ground spoilers armed.
3 Delta 2627.
We are 9.4 miles from the airport.
2627. Visual runway 9er.
Delta 2627, Miami Tower, continue.
Wilco, Delta 2627.
Okay, we've been... Oh, shit. Oh, shit balls. Oh, shit balls, guys. Oh, fuck. I don't think the wiper does anything. Right, where are we? 7.7. It is pissing down here, man. There's the runway. She's looking bright. Oh, it's thundering, all right. Yeah, it's stormy. You hear it? Oh, Miami weather, and it's really hot as well. So it's like a little, felt like a little tropical storm thing going on. Get your wheels out, baby. And flaps 3 as well is now engaged. So we're in flight configuration. This, oh my God almighty. Should I just do an auto land? I'm scared.
5 visual runway 12.
American 20, 130, 5 Miami Tower, wind 130 at 8 gusts.
Oh, the rain stopped.
2 clear to
Okay, we better stop this because otherwise it will scratch the wind, it'll scratch the glass.
135.
So there was only rain coming down, just going through the clouds, or is it behind us? I don't know what's going on.
Runway 9 cleared to land. Delta 2627.
I forgot to put the seatbelt sign on, guys. I should have done that 10 years ago. Landing lights are on. That should have been done at 10,000 feet. What is going on? What did it say? Oh. I have the plane. And this is when it all goes wrong.
Miami Tower, Lenko 514 heavy, visual runway 09er.
We're drifting.
Lenko 514 heavy, Miami Tower, continue.
Roger, Lenko 514.
We're drifting.
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow.
40.
Too low. Terrain.
20. Retard.
Oh, that was a bit shaky. We have to come down again now.
5.
Yeah, I wasn't coming in too fast or anything. I think I just dropped the plane down a little bit hard.
UPS 425 heavy, visual runway 12. UPS 425 heavy, Miami Tower, continue. Roger, UPS 425 heavy. Delta 2627, exit left next available taxiway.
Exit left next available taxiway, Delta 26.
Yeah, so we touched down and then we lifted off again and then touched down again. Whatever works. Right, I'm bringing the flaps up. Welcome to Miami International. Not a perfect landing, I have to say. I've done many flights better than that.
Linko 514 heavy, wind 130 at 8 gusts 17, runway 9er cleared to land.
Runway 9er cleared to land. Linko 514 heavy.
Delta 2627, contact ground 127.5.
Ground 127.5, Delta 2627.
Miami ground, this is Delta 2627 requesting taxi to the assigned gate.
Delta 2627, gate Echo 31 taxi via Tango Yankee, Quebec Victor.
Roger, gate to taxi Echo 31 via Tango Yankee, Quebec Victor, Delta 2627. Now is GSX assigning me the same one as Beyond ATC? I don't think so. Right, my brakes at the moment are not hot, and I'm hopefully going to try not to use them. So there's going to be a marshal at the place I'm supposed to be going at, but I think Beyond ATC might be taking me somewhere else.
American 20, 130.
So I wasn't happy with that landing.
Taxi via Quebec.
Not happy with that one.
November. Gate Delta 42 via Quebec, Whiskey November.
We were drifting to one side, and as I corrected, I think just put a little bit too much correction because I was desperate to get the plane back onto the center of the runway, lined up with the center, and I think I overcompensated, and so we went a little bit to the other side, and so all the way down to the ground I was just trying to line it up, which takes my focus off the rate of the landing, you know, the descent rate, which I'm trying to keep smooth. And then I flared the plane a little bit late. I pulled the nose up. Is it raining? Or has he got his brakes on? Is that a wet runway?
Cargo Whiskey 5, 1 taxi via Tango, Sierra 4.
They haven't told me to hold at any runway here.
Sierra 4 Linko 5, 14 heavy.
I have to hold here though. They have not told me to.
790, free at gate Delta 40.
I can't just cross a runway.
Start.
So this is runway 12.
GPS 420, 5 heavy, cargo November 90 taxi via Quebec, Mike 1 Lima 1 kilo 1 low.
Cargo November 90 via Quebec. Mike
This is a busy airport because they haven't shut up yet.
420, 5 heavy.
Miami ground, this is Delta 2627 awaiting to cross runway 12.
American 90, 790, free Miami ground, push back and engine start approved face west.
Push back and engine start approved, face west. American 90.
They should have told me about this runway. There's a plane coming in.
Delta 20, 620.
No traffic, you are cleared to cross. Really? So, what do you call that thing? Where's it gone? It's disappeared. Yeah, okay, no traffic. They should have told me to hold at the runway. Really. That was a bit silly. Oh, this is magic. I think this is all down to the fact that we are probably here an hour too early. They are waiting for us though, to be fair. They've been told to wait. Now, where are you trying to get me to go here? Because... oh, okay. It looked like we were going to where that plane was, but it isn't. It isn't. So my brakes are not hot.
American 9790, free, request taxi to the active.
American 90, 790.
Okay, so we are one of these on the right hand side here.
Runway 12 via November, Quebec 1, American 90, 790, free.
So it's not this one. It is the next one. I have no idea where the turn-off point is.
790, free, hold position.
I'm hoping there's going to be a line.
Hold position, American 90, 790.
It's gate 31 that we want. There's no lines painted here, so I'm just going to have to guess this. But it's gate 31. There you go, E31, this one. Oh, well guessed. We've dropped down to 34 frames though, which is essentially 19 frames per second. Oh, we do have a Marshall. Yeah, it's essentially 19 frames per second because I'm running FSR, frame generation.
American 674, gate Delta 31 taxi via Tango, Papa, Victor.
Alright, taxi to gate Delta 31 via Tango, Papa Victor, American 674.
You want me to go? You want me to do that 1.5 feet? Flapping his arms around. Right, I would cut the engines, but I don't have. I will not have power then. So if you wouldn't mind attaching ground power, please. Because I didn't put the APU on, you see. Okay. Wow, the fucking frame rates are sunk. I wonder if that's because of the amount of planes in the area.
American 9793,
That wasn't a very good parking. You cheeky bastard. I did everything that he said. Wafting his arms around.
American 960, gate Delta 7 taxi via Tango, Victor hold short runway 12.
Gate Delta 7 via Tango, Victor hold short runway 12, American 960.
Let's get the people out.
American 960, cross runway 12 and Victor continue taxi via Tango, Victor, Quebec, Whiskey Mike, November 13.
Cross runway 12 and Victor continue taxi via Tango.
I'm sure well, actually, yeah. If I'd gone further forward though, that jetway's gonna struggle to get attached to my door, isn't it? Okay, well, that's a solution. Just eat through the plane. Aren't those cargo doors going to open on their own though? I mean, they did when they were loading the bags.
Passengers departing side.
Okay, I'll open them. Do we have one on the back? We do. Nobody's getting out the back of the plane though. So, we made it, guys. Miami. Should we fly back to Wichita now? What we should do is take a screenshot of somewhere where it's nighttime from up in the sky, and then load up the sim update 4, and then take another screenshot and compare. You're welcome, David. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Thank you for being a passenger. My frame rates are, I don't know where they are.
793, contact Miami Tower 1.
34, 40, and that's with double frame rates generation. But this is a busy airport, but still. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I didn't really play with the lights too much on the landing there, and I should have done. Oh, I can't make any difference out. It has to be pitch black before the dome light shows any difference. Right, so we can get rid of that. We can turn off the fuel pumps. We can even turn off the GPS. Don't need that anymore. Oxygen supply for the crew. Don't need that. Let them charge. Flight recorder we can't turn off. Beacon light can go off. Seatbelts can come off.
Victor Holshore runway 12 American 2217.
I think that's it. I think we're good. Yep. And did the brakes get hot anyway? No, they did not. Otherwise we would have had a warning. And I didn't stop the clock. Yeah. Oh, did this stop automatically, or was it just me? Yeah, so no, it didn't stop. So yeah, about 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes. Sorry, 2 hours. Just over 2 hours, 50 minutes.
United 20, 105.
It's not too shabby then. I just don't like when you do a longish flight and you land and your frame rates just tank. And I don't know if it's because this airport is a little bit more complex than you know, than the one we took off from. Look at that cloud though. I mean, it was really raining hard. We must have come through that cloud, or at least passed by close, because it was really, really raining hard for a moment. And then we just, I don't know how, but we cleared it. And I couldn't get a frickin' decent weather report either on the plane. I don't know what the hell that's all about. Let's see if we've got one. Oh, wrong one. No, right one. There we go. It's weird how we've only got the VATSIM ones. And I think maybe there's no weather available because it's... I don't know why. Is it because it was a regional airport at Wichita and they don't have... You have to get it from somewhere else. They don't have weather reports to your tablet. I don't know. Right, hurricane. Are you still there, David? I think the hurricane, it puts it in the location it's supposed to be. And what I don't know is if any of these hurricanes were in Miami. I'm just going to have a look. Well, there's a San Francisco one.
Do you want to deboard crew?
Some of these are not in the States though. Some of these are TNCA. I don't know where that is. There's not very many in America, eh? Just the one. So far. JFK. Fictional hurricane. Ooh, can I make a fictional hurricane? Right here in Miami. Supercell in London. Yeah, we've got one of those. Different kind though. Supercell in Delhi. Wow. Okay, so if we go to KPDX, because we know there's a fictional hurricane there. KPDX, guys, remember KPDX. See if we can reclaim some frame rates back. No, I wouldn't recommend it. Oops. Portland, is that where it was? Okay, let's just start the flight on the runway. And then, oh, we could have injected the weather now. Doesn't matter. Do it. We'll do it later. Portland. Okay, so Portland. It was somewhere near the bottom, wasn't it? Or it doesn't matter if it was or not, we'll find it. Global hailstorm, global torrential rain, global low-level gusts, global shallow fog, global low visibility, ultra low visibility. Ultra low, wouldn't that just be then medium or high visibility? Global severe thunderstorm. Alright, well that definitely counts. Might not be allowed to take off. Right, where's this hurricane? It's KDPX, right? Or KPDX? KPDX, I think it was. Very hard to keep hold of this scrolly bar. And it doesn't even scroll properly either. Where are you, you little sugar? Right, yeah, but where is it though? Is it this? Like if I wanted to fly to it, where the hell would I go? If I get above, oh Jesus, is this it? I am going up. Holy frickin' Christ. There it is. Oh man! Alright. Descend into the pit. Holy shitballs. Can you imagine being in one of these? Right, we've still got flaps on, so this is not going to work out too good. Ah, okay. See, look, it's fine here. Okay, I'm just going to trim the plane a little. So while we're inside the eye of the hurricane, we're absolutely fine. But what happens when you try and go through the frick? Look at it, it's a wall of cloud. Oh, my engine has stopped. What the hell? What the hell? Why? Why? Yep, that's set to both. We'll pull the mixture out. Oh, that's not mixture, is it? Fuel? Low vacuum, low volts.
Stall.
I don't understand, guys.
Stall.
I think we need a different plane. This one doesn't want to play. I'm trying to start it up, but she won't.
Stall.
Is there no air here? What's going on?
Stall.
I don't know what's going on. It might be air pressure, yeah. I'm trying to start it. I'm using a key combination to do it. Yeah, just low vacuum. See, once we started it on the runway, it should have been, you know, all the systems are switched on properly. Fucking hell. So are we in the wall then? I don't know how thick the wall is, but looking from above, the clouds above, it looked like it was pretty thick. So how do you know when you're back in the land of visibility again which way to go? Holy shit. We need a Garmin with a weather map on. I'm trying to keep this plane level. I'm just going to put full power. Is that what it's like then in the middle of the hurricane then? It's just like this, so because it's whizzing around or something, there's just such a low air pressure, there's not enough air getting into the aircraft to keep it going. I don't know what the button is. I don't know if I've got it binded, but there's a button you can press to put the CFD, you know, the fluid dynamics. You can see the lines coming off the aircraft. But I don't know if you've got to be in developer mode for that. Now then, is it just CFD? So Shift Alt C. Okay. Oof, okay. Right, so this is how the wind is coming off the plane. Am I getting pushed? Or is it going... Which way around is all that going? Hold on, let me see if I can correct the plane here. It's like freaking Star Wars lasers. It looks like it's coming off the back of the plane and then getting pushed back in my direction. That's what it looks like. Laser plane. Dun, 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 dun. What we should do is leave that on, and then if it does stay on, and then just do a restart. You can leave any time, Mallow. You can leave any time. No one's forcing you to stay here. I want to see what it's what it is on the runway, and then if the how the lines change, how the CFD lines change as we take off. Oh, they are on. Right, so this is the current wind that we have then. Let me just find my mouse, and if we go into weather and put live weather on, all right. This might be a bit tricky to take off from this angle. Yeah. I don't really understand. I mean, I understand CFD by looking at it. But I can't look at it and work out why there's a certain thing happening in a certain way, and there's no curvature, is there, to the lines? I think it's just because they're not long enough. You know, to see that flow. Oh well, there's a little bit. Yeah, there is. You can see the airflow underneath and above the wing. Yeah, no, there is. It's there. I'm gonna crash it. Oh, oh, flaps malfunction. You think? I better turn those off because I'm gonna forget. What was it? Shift Alt and C. Yeah, Shift Alt C, I think. Oh no, I've just taken myself out of the plane. Yeah, it wasn't me. I'm a lone survivor. Let me just see if I turn that off. Yeah, I did. So Shift Alt C. Yeah, but I've got Shift C putting me outside the plane. But the fact that I've got Alt pressed as well, it shouldn't do that. Shouldn't it? I mean, if you assign Shift C, right? If you say that Shift C puts you outside the plane, then Shift Alt C shouldn't put you outside the plane, should it? It's a different key combo. Even if I press Alt first, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Anyway, there we go, guys. That was Wichita to Miami in Airbus A321. So, with that being said and done, I'm out of here. You'll be pleased to know. Right. Yes, I will catch you on the next one, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Until then, have a good one, and I'll catch you next time. Let me go to the menu here. Bye for now. Take care.